good, everybody? What's good? Hey, Thura, Almeidari, Star Ruby, Corsi. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Anyway, so we are doing what to expect general messages. I didn't really know what to do. So I didn't want to get too confusing. So I'm just going to do what to expect New Year's message. It's just going to be my general messages. I'm going to add an oracle as well. We're going from Aries right down through to Pisces. What's good, Ling? The Aries. Oh, I just got to check something. All right. Oh. All right, what's good, Deemer? Hey, Azuki. Thanks for popping on. Hey, Anka. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. All right. Going from Aries right down to Pisces. One more for Aries. What can Aries expect? What can Aries expect, universe, spirits, and guides? 3 shuffles. All right, overall energy for you, Aries. Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Death card right under that. Knight of Swords in reverse, the Star. Ace of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Well, there's definitely some type of change or shift, Aries, that you're having a hard time allowing happening. Okay, there is some type of resistance to the universe taking over. Let's just put it that way. It could be because of insecurity. It could be because you're constantly waiting for the right time, or you're constantly waiting on some type of reassurance from someone. Or it's like you're looking for a more direct answer than potentially is needed. Because there does seem to be some type of new beginning, okay? Or, let's see. There's some type of new beginning when it comes to your wish fulfillment, when it comes to like aligning yourself with people, a person, an opportunity that seems to be, you know, the perfect balance for you, but it is going to require some type of compromise. And you may be limited to a very specific way of thinking right now, Aries, that has you, you know, maybe trying to control the situation a little bit too much. Or again, the 8 of Swords can often talk about, you know, your mind is starting to work against you, okay? Limiting yourself with your own thoughts, with your own beliefs, with your own, you know, ways of how things should be. And because it's not like that, it must not be the right way, or must not be the right person, or it must not be the right way of going about something. Because yeah, there is some type of resistance to change. It could be coming from feeling like you're not good enough, feeling like there's some type of adversity that's in your way. Whether that's a financial adversity, whether that's, you know, just not feeling fit enough, not feeling well enough. Okay. Just give me one more on that 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is like giving up before you even try in regards to a certain direction. So Aries, there's some type of direction that's calling your name, but it's like you're giving up mentally before you even try. Possibly trying to distract yourself with friends, with going out, with drinking, with, you know, social groups, whatever it may be. And it's like you're overlooking some type of deeper purpose or deeper love. This could be in regards to love too, with that Queen of Cups. But it seems to be like you're determined here to remain detached to something that makes you feel not good enough. And sometimes our adversities or our struggles is something that we need to acknowledge as a blessing, because it's almost like, how do you say? like whatever this is that's making you feel less than is almost something that you may need to shift your perspective and say, this is just something that's preventing me from getting to a better place. And it's almost like you need to look at your adversities as an obstacle that you need to overcome. Because yeah, there is some type of either financial stress or health situation, or just feeling abandoned by everybody. Maybe you just feel like, you know, all you got is you're a lone wolf, whatever it may be, that may require more energy to get out of this, you know, dark place. And again, I feel like this is this energy of like giving up before you even try. And I do feel like there is, you know, a lot of socializing for you in the next little while, a lot of going out with friends, maybe family or whatnot. But it's more so, I feel like you're overlooking something here, or you're overlooking some type of necessary change. Give me one more on that Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Seven of Cups, King of Wands in reverse. So this is saying that you have a lot of options available to you, but you're either feeling it's almost like you're getting worked up about something, or you're getting yourself down about something as if you don't even have a choice, when I feel like you do. Okay? One more on that Queen of Cups. So there's something here, Aries, that you've been keeping to yourself, or you've been keeping a secret, something that you've been really desiring, whether it's a job or a person, whatever it may be. There's something here that you've been really desiring, that you feel deeply connected to. And this is saying that you actually have the opportunity to make a decision to move toward it, but there's resistance because there's a lack of confidence, and you may be limiting your own beliefs or avoiding making some type of choice, potentially because of confusion, or potentially because you feel like you're lacking in finances, or you're lacking in something, maybe lacking in support. Okay? So Aries, I feel like because there is a major breakthrough for you here. There's a major breakthrough for you when it comes to knowing what you need to do. It's just whether or not you're going to do it, or whether or not you're going to choose to do it. Because again, this may be something that you're either going to have to keep to yourself, or there's maybe something that is going to require a lot of effort, a lot of belief in self. The Eight of Pentacles is all about bettering yourself, working on yourself. If you're not where you need to be, it's about getting yourself to where you need to be to enable to feel adequate enough. So Aries, I feel like there's a direction or a change in direction potentially that's needed for you. It could have to do with deepening, without sounding corny, but the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, there could be something here that has to do with deepening your powers, you know, deepening your connection, deepening your... there's something here that you may need to completely put all your trust in your intuition. Let's just put it that way. And I do feel like you're going to receive support, but that support may be from God, okay? That support may be from energy. That support may be from that inner knowing that you may need to rely on in order to get yourself from a current position that you're in and break free from certain social groups, or there's some type of social group or distraction almost that may be giving you a temporary feeling of success or happiness, but at the end of the day, it's kind of leaving you feel less than, okay? So I feel like you're having a hard time challenging yourself in order to make some type of decision. You're trying to remain detached because, again, you feel like you don't have what it takes, or you don't have enough money, or you don't, and it's not about the struggle, it's about what you're going to do about it, so that struggle doesn't necessarily become something that restricts you. Because everything that we come across, everything's a really accumulation of choices, and everything that we come across will either restrict us or propel us. And there's something here that you may be letting restrict you, whether, again, it's just you just feel like you're getting lost in that, well, nobody supports me, I got no family, whatever it may be, lost in that mindset, which is really easy. Or whether you're getting lost in the mindset of a financial stress that may be very much valid, but it's not necessarily something that has to halt you. And there's something here that is making you feel like you're halted, and you're not. It's about trusting in something deep enough where it gives you the energy, as well with that Eight of Pentacles, the energy and the qualifications to pursue it. Because the Queen of Cups, High Priestess, Eight of Pentacles, this is saying that if you trust in your intuition, or if you trust in this deeper connection that you have and awareness you have, you will be given the energy, you'll be given what you need. Let's just put it that way. But you do need to start. And I feel like you're having a hard time starting with that King of Wands in reverse. So, yeah, there's definitely something here that is no longer serving you, okay? And you may feel that in the core, but when it comes to actually redirecting the course, that's where it seems to be a little bit scattered. But this is saying that you are supported, or you are encouraged to put in the work, okay, when it comes to a new direction. I'm trying to get a little bit more on this new direction. Moon, Six of Wands in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse. Well, there's definitely a need to acknowledge some type of fear that is making you feel humiliated, or is just manifesting fears. The Moon to the Page of Wands in reverse. The Devil in reverse. Some of you, it's a matter of pride, okay? Some of you may be changing a position. Six of Wands in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is knowing that there's a new business that's needed to be started, or it's starting something a new way, potentially ending something that may have been long term and established. So maybe you had the same job for quite some time, or you were in a very stable relationship, or I mean, whatever your situation is, there's something here that may have been long term and established for you, where it has become quite comfortable. And there may be a need here to kind of swallow your pride when it comes to changing the way you're viewed or perceived, because you may be recognized a very specific way, and there may be a need to separate and detach from, you know, the haters, or from people that's, you know, are causing some type of fear. There's something here that's causing some type of fear in regards to what will people think, or you know, if there is something here when it comes to changing the way you're perceived, you may need to kind of reassert control when it comes to those fears. Because again, there could be a new business opportunity. You know, Ten of Pentacles in reverse can talk about starting from the bottom, okay? Or again, it's just revisiting or entering something that may not necessarily seem stable, but it's about making it stable and not allowing these, you know, subconscious seeds of fear direct the way. Okay? We have strong Pisces energy, so this could definitely talk about going after your dreams, right? Especially with Capricorn energy, so there could be some type of shift in career, going after your dreams in a certain career direction. But there would be a need to kind of break a lot of psychological blockages or views, or reprogram your subconscious in order to shift that. But let's see. Some of you guys as well may have to kind of shrug off certain people in your work department. Like there may be people in your field of work, Aries, that may be great friends even, but maybe preventing you from, you know, coming at things from a new way or a new light. But again, that's all in your subconscious and what you allow, you know, what side of the light you choose. Okay, because again, there could be something to do with your friends, or hidden enemies in your friend or in your work department for some of you, or certain people in your work department becoming more of a distraction or create more fear than anything. But let's see, give me an oracle for, we have look for a sign. Okay. Let go. You need to get more information. So there's something here you need to get more information on. There's something here you need to let go of. Look for a sign, whatever that means for you. Get more information. Three of Swords in reverse, Two of Swords. So some of you, there may be a major decision required. But again, there may be something you need to let go of, and you may need to get more information in order to make that decision. There's something better at the bottom. So some of you either need to talk to a specific person, or you need to get certain information about a job, or you need to, you know, go online and see what's truly out there in regards to support. There's something here where you need to get more information so you can make a proper decision. The Two of Swords is a very tough decision because both sides have a lot of factual information. But in order to let go of something that is creating a lot of isolation and loneliness and pain or whatever it may be, you're going to have to get the information in order to make a proper decision. Let's just put it that way. Okay? So because, yeah, whatever it is that you're holding on to right now is just creating a lot of feelings of loneliness or isolation or pain. You know, even if that's just living in an environment that, you know, is not your environment. You know, not the right people, not, you know, sometimes it's good to move. Some of you guys may just need to move for some of you, whatever your situation is. Okay? So, yeah, we have strong Pisces energy and Capricorn. All right. Taurus. What's good, D Goddess? You like the backdrop? Yeah, I like it. I think it's my favorite one. I have quite a few of them, but this is the one I seem to keep the longest. I like it. All right, what do we have for Taurus? What's good, Sash J? Mr. Bowers. Happy New Year, Mr. Bowers. I do have a little bit of a cold, by the way, so if I sound funny, everybody has it in my family right now, so it's kind of started a bit before Christmas, and now it's my turn. All right, what do we have for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus? 3 shuffles. What can Taurus expect? Nice. Overall energy for you, Taurus. Devil in reverse with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse right under that. Ace of Cups, Page of Wands in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. Well, Taurus, I feel like there was something that you were definitely dead set on pursuing, okay? You may have even acted really impulsively, whether that was like getting engaged really quickly or starting a new job or thinking about starting a new job. There's something that you may have really put a lot of energy into really quickly, thinking that was it, thinking that was the end all. And you may be kind of folding on that belief. There's something here that's making you weak. Some of you guys have some type of, I'm just going to put this out there. Some of you guys have some type of new love offer or opportunity in love, something that's making you very happy coming through for you, but it is also bringing in a lot of fear. Some of you may be fearing unwanted attention for some of you. Because I feel like a lot of you, there's also a very stable work opportunity here that's already made for you, that's already established for you. It's just about getting your focus to the point of like really, you know, how do you say? I feel like this is love though. There's some type of opportunity in love that seems to be quite stable, and you may be kind of folding on your beliefs, or if you were very defensive or pushback with a certain person. Because I feel like someone's making you weak almost. But you may be doubting it, not because of a person. Now, this could be a job too, or a job that has a lot of money behind it, a job that is going to bring you a lot of stability, a job that's also going to allow you to pay off a lot of debts. There's something here that has a lot of abundance behind it already. And it may be making you weak to the point of like, you're wondering, why have I been fighting for whatever this was in my past? Why have I been like slaving my ass off for like, you know, however long for when I could be doing this? It's almost like you're second guessing why you were pushing away something, or why you're involved in something that doesn't even make any more sense anymore. And it has something to do with an opportunity in work, or a lover. I got to clarify that Ace of Cups. Queen of Cups in reverse, Hangman. Taurus. Now this is love. This is kind of like sappy a little bit. But if this is love, this is someone that is overly emotional about you. Like overly emotional, hung up on you. Like this is someone that's coming in quite overly emotional. Like missing you, crying about you. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas, regrets, apologies. Okay, so if this is love related, you have someone coming in very emotional about you. So I'm assuming there's some type of history here that there's some type of history here that makes this person feel like you'll never take them back, or you'll never forgive them, or you'll never love them as much as they love you. Okay, if it's not that deep, it's like there's someone here that is overly emotional, waiting on you, waiting on some type of enlightenment, waiting on some type of clarity. And I do feel like you're getting a very emotional type of comeback around from someone that may honestly cause you to see them from a different perspective, but you still have this fear. You fear that this person's full of shit, if I'm going to be honest with you, or you feel like this person's talking out their ass. Give me one more on that Page of Wands in reverse. You may feel like this person has a lot of emotion for you, but you may feel like they can't really offer you something stable, and that causes some confusion, and it may cause you to repress your intuition or fear even entertaining this, because it is creating this like heavy weight between the two of you. And on top of that, you may be kind of now if I'm going to read this if this is work, but if this is love, Taurus, there's a lot of fear you have associated with the situation, because you do see this as someone that could potentially bring you a lot of happiness, but there is something in the third dimensional reality that is making you feel like this person can't really offer you something stable. It could have to do with the family situation, or maybe they listen to their parents above all, or something like that. There's something here where you feel like they're not able to give you anything stable. Okay? And I do feel like you have a huge fear of entertaining this person because they don't make you feel secure. Like there's a lot of loose ends, you know what I mean? And there's a huge fear for whatever reason of receiving unwanted attention. Now, so yeah, I feel like for a lot of you when it comes to love, you got a very overly emotional, love offer coming in, okay? Seems to be someone that's been waiting on you, or who's been thinking about you for quite some time. But Taurus, I do feel like you are remaining detached toward this person. Seven of Wands in reverse again. I even shuffled. I feel like you yourself are... I feel like you're starting to consider it though, okay? You're starting to consider it. Now, a lot of you guys, when it comes to work, Taurus, I feel like for the most part, a lot of you guys are putting all your energy into your work. Even when it comes to love, and even when it comes to all these other distractions, a lot of you guys are suppressing everything unknown, everything that you've been keeping to yourself. You're suppressing everything to completely focus on your work. Also, when it comes to love or a certain person, or even a mother figure for some of you, Taurus, some of you guys have a new perspective on someone that kind of gave you a bad taste in your mouth. And even if you can say, yeah, I have emotion for you, or yeah, I love you, there's some type of new perspective that makes you feel like this person is either superficial, or makes you feel like this person is, you know, like, what's a nice way to say that? It may make you feel like this person is just very emotionally biased, which makes you feel insecure. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to trust someone that justifies everything with emotion, right? It's like that. But I feel like a lot of you guys are reasserting control in anything that's causing confusion by throwing yourself into your work. Because I don't really see you responding to this person, or I don't really see you making plans with this person. Give me one more on that High Priestess in reverse, the Judgment, Two of Swords in reverse. Whatever this is, Taurus, is tense. It's creating a lot of tension because you do see this as someone that you desire an opportunity with, but there's something that makes you feel like you don't really have a choice. Or there's something that makes you feel like it would be really stupid to entertain this person. I mean, it could be work. Okay, if it's a work situation, it's like, yeah, something seems great, but you'd have to be pretty stupid, or you feel that way, to quit your job and start something new. And I feel like you're remaining detached, Taurus, when it comes to anything new coming your way. Let's just keep it simple, okay? Because, yeah, I do see a lover coming in, but you're remaining detached and cold. I'm not saying you're not justified, but there's a lot of, like, you know, tension even within your own energy, because you do low-key want this opportunity, but you feel like you don't really have a choice because of the facts, or you'd have to kind of eliminate your own intelligence, which you're not willing to do. And if it's a work situation, Taurus, I feel like you're frustrated, continuously detaching to reassert control and focused on, you know, the more mundane things, but you do feel like you do feel a lot of creative blocks, even if there is some seeds from time to time that make you feel like compelled to do something new or whatever it may be. You feel like nothing's really going anywhere. And on top of that, you may feel overlooked by people that you're kind of looking for reassurance from when it comes to your work situation. Like, I don't even know what advice to give you for this. Give me an advice from the tarot. Advice is to start something new. Like, what are you waiting for? Ace of Wands is your advice. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Stop. What's with this fear? There's either a lot of fear of abandonment or fear of, you know, being left out in the cold. Fear of just being lighthearted. Like, for some of you, it's just a fear of being lighthearted. Like, if it's a lover, for example, that's like Jordan Peterson said, it's not about whether someone's going to break your heart. It's about whether or not you'll be okay if they do. Because we can't, even if we've been with someone for 20 years, we don't know if they're going to cheat on us one day. Let's not act like loyalty is like a set in stone thing. Okay, whatever the situation is, like, there may be a need to keep things light. Okay, enjoy the moment, enjoy the experience, not put so much expectations into it, and ask yourself, you know, even if they disappoint me, will I be okay? And that's where people fuck up most times, because they put a whole energy and expectation and ideal for themselves into someone else, and then they're lost when that person isn't there because they have no self-worth of their own, right? So this is about understanding that you have a lot of self-worth on your own, but allowing yourself to start something new, keeping things light. But there is a new beginning that does seem to bring in a lot of excitement, but like you keep shying away from it. You keep shying away from it. Let's see. Give me an oracle for Taurus. Capricorn and Pisces energy. Some of you guys have abandoned an Aries because, man, you and Aries have like a thing, and you always have a thing. Taurus and Aries always have a thing. Some of you guys may have abandoned an Aries, or you abandon a certain identity about yourself that's actually a huge portion and a huge quality in who you are. You know, like you may have shunned a part of yourself for whatever reason, completely forgetting that that's what brought you happiness. Okay. But some of you guys may have abandoned an Aries, and I feel like Aries was feeling abandoned. We have in the near future. We have big happy changes. I'm not taking that though, it didn't feel right. Big happy changes. Okay. Not the right time. Trust if you believe. So maybe now is just not the right time, but in the near future it could be. If you believe and trust And that's why I said about maybe just keeping things a little bit lighthearted, or if it's a new path or a new job that you're wanting to explore, maybe not putting so much expectation into it, just doing it because you authentically enjoy doing it. You know, there's something here that you may need to put trust in, believe in. Now may not be the right time to make any drastic changes, but in the near future, there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of possibilities. Okay? So maybe if it's a lover coming in, like I said, keep things light, set your boundaries, you know. And if they can't handle boundaries, then it's like, boo, that's not the one, whatever. Let's see. Yeah, we have strong Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo energy too. Some of you guys may be feeling like you need to overcome some type of health issue before you start something new, which would be all right. That would be all right for some of you. Or it's some type of, you know, structure. Maybe you feel like you need to get like the regime back in your day or the structure back in your day before you start anything new. Okay. All right, Gemini. Started a new business and you're overwhelmed. Congratulations, girl. Congratulations. All right, Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? What can Gemini expect? One more. Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Gemini, nice. Empress with the Six of Swords right under that. Two of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Queen of Wands, Ten of Swords in reverse. Shit. All right, that's a lot of good energy. Well, there's a lot of good energy coming in for you, Gemini. You know, you may be moving to calmer waters here. If there was something here that was really keeping things moving very slowly, I feel like you're moving to calmer waters here. You are receiving support, love from someone. Damn, Gemini. Some of you are receiving a lot of love and support from someone here. For those of you, Gemini, now I got a few stories here, okay? Bear with me. For those of you, Geminis, that are making some type of shift with that Two of Pentacles, you know, maybe you're, you know, weighing out the pros and cons of making some type of change, or, you know, the Two of Pentacles can often talk about trying to cater to two different realities, right? Or you're moving from one job to another, or you're trying to get a promotion, or it's like there's something here where you're catering to two different realities. Take that how it resonates. So you may feel almost like you have some level of divided loyalties, whether that's in work or whatever your situation is. And I feel like there's this energy with you, Gemini, of, you know, trying to keep things in balance, trying to manage out those both. The Two of Pentacles is someone that is in search of making some type of change, right? But also is aware of their current responsibilities, their current bills, you know, all the management that they have to keep in order up until they actually can safely land into a new spot. And I feel like you're in a space of like playing with your money, trying to figure out what changes you can make. You may be back and forth between, you know, buying a new house as well, or moving, or, you know, you may be back and forth when it comes to traveling, or again, traveling. Like this is something to do with a host, traveling, detaching from something. And a lot of you guys are receiving support to do that, even if that's just, you know, emotional support with that Knight of Cups. What's this Knight of Cups? The 9 of Wands, 2 of Wands. Damn, this is something new, Gemini. You're receiving some type of support here. And it could be also simultaneously opening up some type of new path for you. You are very guarded toward this opportunity for whatever reason. Suspicious, maybe. It gives you anxiety. So you got a love offer coming in, Gemini. Just hold on, there's a lot going on. Clarify the Empress. 5 of Cups in reverse, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like the best way I can explain this, Gemini, there's someone coming in, and again, it does feel new, and it's definitely going to push you out of your comfort zone. This is someone that has deeper feelings than they lead on. However, there's a fear of regretting being vulnerable with you because they feel like it's one-sided, or they feel like something is not in balance with you. Because, yeah, I feel like you're receiving some type of support here to start something new. Maybe it's like support to start a new business, or support to embrace some type of change, even to transition. There's some type of transition, moving to calmer waters, some type of change that you're already considering, and you seem to be receiving support. However, this person is fearing being completely vulnerable, or it could even be, you know, it doesn't have to be intimate love. I'm just reading it as that, okay? Because it does feel a little bit, but it's a very nurturing energy. But there is a fear to kind of be too vulnerable and open with you, because this person either feels like it's one-sided, or, you know, you don't value them as much as they value you, whatever the situation is. Even if it's a work partnership, it's like there may be someone coming in, you know, in work or something like that. And it's like they want to support you, but they don't know if you want to support them. It's kind of like that. But there seems to be a lot of emotions, but there's also a lot of confusion. Clarify that Temperance in reverse. You may be having a hard time understanding this person's motives, which is causing you to kind of make quick judgments on it, Gemini. And you're probably having a hard time trusting this person's motives because they're not really being vulnerable. And when we feel someone being guarded, it makes us wonder why. And if people don't fill in the blanks for us, we naturally do as people, unless you are aware of that and you can kind of chill out a little bit. But I do feel like there's going to be some type of misunderstanding when it comes to someone coming into your life, Gemini, because you're having a hard time having the faith. And again, you may make a really quick judgment call on it, or you may judge the situation completely. I don't know why. Give me a little bit more on that. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you're not really going to judge it. You're more so going to be patient with it. Because I feel like initially you're having a hard time feeling out where this person is at, or feeling this out. Okay? You do feel that energy though, or you do feel that support, but you also feel like this person isn't saying what they really want to say, and that's because they're not. But it's out of fear. Yeah, this is someone that's trying to figure out how to plant new seeds with you, Gemini. Can we just get a little bit more understanding on how Gemini will know who this person is? Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands in reverse. So this is someone that brings a lot of excitement into your life, Gemini, and passion, enthusiasm. There seems to be a lot of passion shared between the two of you as well. However, there's also a lot of like Page of Wands in reverse. If you are already aware of this person, you may feel like this person is a little bit of a loudmouth, or you may feel like this person is Page of Wands in reverse. This is like a shit disturber, or you felt that way. You may have felt like this person was a shit disturber, or just said a lot of harsh things or something of that nature. Or if they wasn't a shit disturber, you just felt like this person just had a lot of fears that kind of got in the way of, you know, being a little bit more optimistic. You could have already, because how you know this person is, you could have already initiated something with this person, Gemini, but you never really received the same energy in return. If anything, you may feel like this person was a little bit of a loudmouth, or all talk, no action, or they were just a loudmouth. Page of Wands in reverse. This is someone that just is you know, says a lot of nothing, you know what I mean? Or just says like really harsh things, or whatever, okay? Or you just felt like there wasn't a whole lot of communication if you did initiate. But I feel like you're receiving a lot of support, Gemini. I mean, yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse, Eight of Wands. So yeah, there could have been definitely some type of harsh argument between you and this person, or harsh words received from this person, maybe assumptions. You may have felt like this person was a little bit of a know-it-all, or judged you really quickly, or put a lot of speculation on you. Nine of Cups in reverse, Justice in reverse. Yeah, there was some, whoever this person is, Gemini, that's coming in, you may feel like there was a lot of unfair shit between the two of you. Or you just felt like there was something that was not imbalanced, okay? To put it on your, slide it over to whatever side of the spectrum you're on. But there is a new opportunity opening up for you, Gemini. Someone is trying to be vulnerable, but yet there does seem to be a misunderstanding, because you're still not seeing the situation clearly, because this person, even though they're trying to be open and trying to be vulnerable, they're still having a hard time. They may be having a hard time acknowledging the past, or bringing up the past with that Five of Cups in reverse. That could be it too. So if it is someone from the past, it's almost like someone that's trying to be open and supportive, yet they may feel a little bit awkward because of something that happened in the past. And again, it does not have to be love related. I know it could be, but that's the best way I can explain that. So you may get an awkward energy, but this is someone that's just trying to figure out how to get in there, or how to, you know, plant better seeds with you, or whatever it may be. Okay? So I like it, Gemini, because you're already sitting pretty, sitting handsome, man or woman, okay? You're sitting pretty. Okay, and I feel like there is already a lot of energy supporting something new. The Empress is all about birthing something new, planting something new, having the power of the feminine energy, male or woman. The feminine is all just about the subconscious, right? The start, you know, the seed to something new. And I feel like you're already supporting something new, okay? You're already supporting or creating something new. And it seems to be like someone is trying to come along to support you, or help you, or just be there for you, or something like that. But you are very confused. So, I like it. I like it, Gemini. So you don't really need to do anything. So whatever this is, whether it's love, whether it's, you know, just family support, even work support, just sit pretty, okay? Just chill out. Just sit pretty. So you could be dealing with, we have Aries, Sagittarius, and Taurus. Aries, Sagittarius, and Taurus. So there could have been a difference in values between the two of you as well, Gemini, that may be shifting, or is still causing some type of issue between you and this person. Oh, I forgot to pull you an oracle. Let's get an oracle for you. Give me an oracle for Gemini. Be assertive. So you may want to be assertive with this person, Gemini. I'm not saying be a bitch, but, you know, especially if it is a past person, it's like you just be direct, you know, be direct. That's all. Which y'all, I don't feel like have a problem doing that. So forgiveness. So some of you guys may need to forgive someone or someone, or maybe you need to ask for forgiveness. Well, however it's going here, be assertive. And we do have forgiveness coming in, Gemini. Reconsider. Okay. All right, Cancer. All right, what do we have for Cancer? What can Cancer expect? What's good, Leslie? Damn. What can Cancer expect? Three shuffles. Ten of Wands just showed its face, Cancer. If you want it, go and get it. Thank you, George Castorona. George Castorina. Rose, wishing you a happy new year. Your love, your vibe, energy, talent, and you are the best. Well, thank you, George. That is very, very generous of you. I appreciate that. Happy New Year. All right, Cancer. Overall energy for you, King of Cups in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Wands, Four of Swords in reverse. All right. Well, the good news is, Cancer, I feel like a lot of you guys may have been already trying to overcome some type of stress or hardship, financial stress, health issue, whatever it may be. You already have been doing that. And the good news is you are succeeding. There's some type of success here when it comes to overcoming some type of hard time in your life. But you are becoming quite burnt out. Let's just put it that way. And I do feel like for the next little while, you may feel burnt out. You may feel emotional. You may feel, you know, the little things may be getting you down more than anything, but it's because you're burnt out. Okay, let's just put it that way. Queen of Wands in reverse. Some of you guys are getting a new perspective on a person in your life as well that is just pissing you right off. Like literally pissing you right off. Like you're ready to have it. Like you're ready to put fists up. Because, you know, it's almost like you're being pushed into a place where you're having a hard time seeing someone, how do you say? Like you're seeing someone's true colors. Judgment, Queen of Wands in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. It's almost like you're ready to, there's some type of double standard you feel like you're receiving from someone, or you feel like someone's just really being pushy with you or bossy with you. And, you know, it doesn't have to be a lover, guys. It could be anyone. There's someone that's being very pushy or putting a lot of expectations on you, you know, being very demanding with you. And I feel like you're getting to a place of like, boo, if you want to play that game, I can play better. King of Wands in reverse, Judgment, Queen of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're ready to throw fists. Like, like there's nothing wrong with that. Throwing fists can be high vibe, guys. I'm not condoning fighting, but I'm just saying I feel like you're ready to call someone out. Because I feel like you're starting to realize that someone is taking advantage of you or pushing you or, you know, dragging you when you're already in a burnt out space. And again, I do feel like you may feel a little bit of burnout in the next little while. However, it is backed up with a lot of success. So it's not in vain. There is some type of financial hardship or health hardship that you're overcoming. But you may feel a little bit bitter toward the people in your environment, or towards specific people that you've just had enough of. Look at this, Ace of Wands. For some of you, whatever this like conflict, well, shit, Cancer. Whatever this whatever this conflict is, Cancer, it may kind of like push you in a new direction. Like, you know, when you just had enough and you just kind of I've done this so many times. I'm embarrassed to admit, but I've done it so many times. I mean, I've had a lot of jobs, keep in mind, but I've done it so many times where I just like quit, like say, fuck this. Like I've done it too many times that I'm destined to work by myself, to work or for myself. Not all jobs. Some jobs were really good and where I was really respected, but some jobs is just like, fuck this. Now, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, I feel like something is pushing you. So like I said, whether your boss is just putting all these double standards on you or making you like whatever it is, or even a partner, there's someone here that's kind of like pushing you to your wit's end, but it's almost like pushing you to a more exciting direction. Okay. And because there is some type of energy here where you are overcoming either this feeling of being less than or feeling of not being good enough, or if you have overcome some type of financial hardship where now you are more stable and on your own, it's almost like you feel more sure of yourself when it is just time to walk out. Okay. Now, even if it's not literally walking out, metaphorically walking out, distancing yourself from family, even that just treat you like shit. There's something here you've had enough of. And it's pushing you toward a new direction. Now, again, I'm not like, okay, Cancer. If you get to a place within the next few days or a week or whatever it is, where you've had enough, it's almost like there's already some type of, what's this Ace of Wands? Emperor, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you, when it comes to your work life, Cancer, some of you are just saying, screw this, I'm going to work for myself. Like, some of you guys are doing what you've always done, but you're isolating yourself. It's like man, I can't talk. It's like you're doing it yourself. You know what I mean? You know, did you know that's the reason I started doing gel nails, is because the only girl I had to do it in this town treated me like shit. I live in a small town, but she treated me like shit. So it's like, fine, I'll do it myself. I used to get a girl that was fucking amazing. Keep that in mind. She was amazing. And then this other girl, anyway, let's not go into that tea. But I'm very limited, right? So it's like, fine, I'll do it myself. And that's kind of like that, right? There's something here that may be causing some type of conflict or like frustration, but you're in the energy of fine, I'll do it myself, because you're seeing something as, well, this isn't a stable opportunity. This isn't something that is providing for me financially. This isn't abundant. I'll do it myself. Because you see no opportunity available to you, you are taking initiative. Now, whether that's in work or love, if this is a work situation, Cancer, this is you completely redirecting your focus, reestablishing your whiteboard. Perfect New Year's Eve reading. Because a lot of you guys are refocusing, replanning, re-strategizing a certain work development because you see no opportunity available to you. It's like, okay, well, I'll create the opportunity. You guys are creating the opportunity if this is work. And the catalyst is some type of argument with someone that you may feel is a control freak, or with someone that you may feel is very pushy or demanding without it being deserved. And no, just because they're your boss doesn't mean they get to treat you like shit. And of course, I'm not saying, anyways, this whole thing, the world's silly. Anyway, yeah. Now, if this is love, Cancer, if this is love, some of you, give me one more, Two of Cups, Page of Wands in reverse, 10 of Wands. If this is love, I feel like, Cancer, I'm not going to lie. If this is love, this is you taking control because you feel like someone's just not doing it. You feel like someone is too scared. You feel like someone is too fearful. You feel like someone is just too scared to continue this relationship or do whatever it is. It's like this is you trying to show up for someone or trying to be that person for someone to make yourself seem responsible or seem like reliable. Because yeah, if this is love, I feel like, you know, you are moving in a direction where you're kind of taking control because you feel like someone just isn't doing it, and you feel like if you don't be consistent or persistent with a certain person, you're just going to lose them. Okay. Give me one more on that King of Cups in reverse. Page of Swords. Some of you may have certain people that disagree with some type of relationship as well, or desired relationship. I feel like you're aware of that, which may have caused you to repress a lot of emotions up until now. But it's almost like you guys may be taking initiative or taking control. I mean, roles could be reversed for sure, but I feel like it's you taking control because you don't really see an opportunity presenting itself, and you may feel like this person doesn't trust you, or they're too fearful, or they're not communicating with you if it's something new. Again, it could be something completely brand new that you've kind of, you know, been intrigued by. Okay. So if this is love, Cancer, I feel like you guys are stepping up to the plate and taking initiative because you feel like this person is just not going to do it. Okay. You're being the masculine. So if this is work, though, this is you saying, fuck this shit, I'll do it myself. And you're completely re-strategizing. Okay. Like Emperor, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I really like that combination. That's like innovative. That's innovative, resourceful. You know how to work your shit. You know how to like emphasize on your good traits, and you know the worth of the traits that you hold. You know, despite the lack of opportunity, sorry. It's like you're creating some type of opportunity. Now, I just got to get a little bit more if this is love. External energy for love. Eight of Swords. Well, I would feel like you're right. The external energy for love is someone that's oppressed in their own head, potentially, or someone that has sabotaging thoughts, or they overthink things, or they create fears where they don't need to be. You may be aware with that Page of Wands in reverse that this person is very fearful of relationships, or of this relationship, or of proposing, or whatever it may be. It's like you may be aware that someone has a lot of fears associated with this connection, and you may be aware that if you don't, you know, make them feel like you're loyal to them or whatever, you're aware that they're probably going to just justify that and say, well, I was right. It's kind of like that. You may be aware that this person lets their thoughts. Give me another card on this external energy. Because, yeah, that's a lot of self-sabotaging thoughts with the Judgment card. This person may be overthinking because of something they're aware of. Because Eight of Swords can also be someone that's humiliated or embarrassed because they look at this as a temptation. And it could be something because of something that they're aware of with that Judgment card. With the Six of Wands, King of Wands in reverse. Because something here is making them continuously, you know, shrug and like turn a blind eye to it. It could be stemmed from jealousy, or it stemmed from feeling like they don't have control in the situation. And it's because of something they're aware of that's making them overthink or be humiliated or embarrassed. And it's causing a lot of self-sabotaging thoughts. Okay. Could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with. We also have Aries. Could be a work. Maybe it's a work. Maybe it's a work thing that's making this person overthink it. I don't know. But let's see. Give me an oracle for Cancer. We have success. So there's definitely a lot of success coming towards you. We have weight. Getting help from others. Or ask for help from others. Give me one more on that. With the Four of Pentacles, Tower in reverse. And what's the success? Ace of Swords, Six of Swords. So there is some type of success with a new idea or breakthrough, possibly a final decision as well to distance yourself from something that's been really causing a lot of resistance in your life. but you may need to wait and be patient and get help from others, because you could be dealing with a lot of greedy people or a specific greedy person that, you know, just does not give way, right? So if it's a work company or a business even, it's like you may need to really play your cards right, because some companies get very shady, right? And it's like you may want to make sure everything you're doing is the right way and you got all your licenses, you got all your tickets, or you got all what you need, okay, before you actually go ask something. Or if it's like distancing yourself from something else, you may need to ask for help from others to be able to do something in a less chaotic way, okay? Let's just put it that way. So if there is some type of drama or frustration, you're dealing with a boss or an ex even, like maybe you're dealing with an ex that's being super fucking greedy, right? That just will do whatever it takes to have that little bit, you know, even if it destroys you, right? So there may be a need to be patient so you don't completely be chaotic, okay? But there is a lot of success here when it comes to like remaining detached and assertive and, you know, knowing exactly what you need to do. But it is going to require, like I said, you could be dealing with a greedy person, like or a greedy Four of Pentacles, conceited, Sun in reverse, the Fool. Because there may be someone here that's oppressed by you having a new beginning. Okay, so whether it's a boss, family, lover, whatever it may be, someone doesn't like to see you. This is someone that doesn't like to see you happy and moving on to better things. And it's like someone that will do whatever it takes to prevent that. So whatever that is, again, you may want to ask for help from others, or make sure you play your cards right. Because sometimes, especially with like relationships and shit like that, we think our person is like fucking perfect, right? Or not that bad or chill. Just wait till you leave them. You know what I mean? Or that's just an example, right? You see it happen all the time. It's not always that black and white. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't see someone's true colors until you leave them. You know what I mean? And that's when shit gets nasty. So it's like really know who you're dealing with, whether it's a boss, an ex, know who you're dealing with. Okay? So you could be dealing with, we have strong Aries energy, Scorpio, Capricorn, strong Aries. It could have to do with shared resources. Or, you know, colleagues or whatnot being very greedy when it comes to shared resources or whatever. And I can promise you, if this is business related, you cannot give a shit about anybody's feelings. You just can't. That's not business. Okay? Because once you start giving a shit about someone's feelings, you'll sacrifice shit, and then it will just stab you right in the back. And that's just the sad truth. That's the harsh truth. Okay? All right, what do we have for Leo? The Judgment card wanted to show his face. Oh, I just realized that was paused. All right. Even if it's an ex, you can't care about their feelings. Like, you have to remember why you're leaving them. You know, when there's kids involved and stuff, it's like, especially if there's kids involved, you need to be even more careful. But, you know, even exes and stuff like that, you can't let feelings get the best of you. And that's easier said than done, but you can't. It'd be nice if they had people that you could, you know, that'd be silly, but, well, it's called a lawyer, Rose. It's a lawyer. Get a lawyer. Don't talk to them. Get a lawyer to talk to them for you. Thank you, Lester. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your guidance through this last year. You're the best. Well, thank you, Lester. I appreciate that, and you are welcome. Thank you, Tisa Perez. Happy New Year. I appreciate that. All right. Wheel of Fortune in reverse just showed its face. 3 shuffles. What do we have for Leo? What can Leo expect? Nice. Man, everybody's getting pretty cool energy. Overall energy for you, Leo. However, Aries had a little bit of a finicky energy, and I was just thinking, it seems to be a struggle so far with just, I mean, Aries rules the first house of identity and how we're perceived and what we're known for, and, you know, what we are, you know, and a lot of us may be having a hard time shifting, you know, who we are, what we're known for, you know, how we're identified, like, you know, identity, persona, what energy is really needed to support the life we want. Like, some of us are wanting a certain life, but our identity or our way of being is not supporting that, right? Wow. Okay. What's this decision? Chariot, 2 of Wands. Thank you, Lady Seashell. I really appreciate that. Happy New Year, Rose. Readings have been spot on and truly helped this year. I appreciate that. Thank you. Happy New Year. I wish I could have music going on for you guys. I swear to God, we'd be in a whole new vibe. Just pretend there's music. Okay? Just pretend there's music. Anyways, sorry guys. Leo, okay. This is good energy. There's a lot of relief. There's a lot of excitement. 8 of Swords in reverse can talk about this overall feeling of like relief. Like, something here is causing a lot of relief. It's causing you to be able to see a situation very clearly. It's also opening up a new pathway for you as well. There's some type of brand new reset, restart, shift in your opportunities because you're finally getting the information. Okay, there is some type of new path. Some of you guys may be dealing with a Gemini. I just got to put that out there, because if Gemini reversed the roles, it could have been quite similar, because I do feel like you're turning over a new leaf with someone here, Leo, or you're readdressing a certain direction or a certain path that maybe you considered in the past, but you didn't really have the information, or you didn't really have the money, you didn't have the resources to be able to pursue it. What's this 8 of Swords in reverse? Because again, there is some sense of relief. 4 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles. A lot of you guys are getting paid. You're getting money, you're getting some type of loan, or there's also this energy of realizing that something is balanced between you and another individual. Like, for example, if you've been on the fence about whether someone else values you, again, this could be very much, you could be dealing with a Gemini for sure. Or they just have that strongly in their chart somewhere, because this reminds me of Gemini's reading other person. Because yeah, there may have been a lot of fear or stress about whether something is equal, or whether you're going to get the money, whether you're going to get paid, whether you're going to get the loan, whether you're going to, you know, receive equal support from a certain partnership, whether something's going to be balanced. And you seem to be getting what you want. Let's just put it that way. And it is exciting you. It is making some form of change easier, because you see clearly. And I feel like you're being very quick to make some type of decision to move toward a new partnership or move toward a certain direction, because again, you have the information. Because yeah, I feel like you're becoming aware, or there's some type of exchange and energy between you and another individual. So if this is between you and another individual, you're seeing the situation clearly. There's a sigh of relief. And there's a lot of contemplation happening too, because you're becoming aware of the equal respect between the two of you, or if it's new love, it's like you're becoming aware that it's actually more mutual than you thought. And it is allowing you to kind of be very honest with this person if it's a love situation, and kind of get things moving in a positive direction. And it's still putting you out of your comfort zone. There could be a distance between the two of you, or it's just putting you in a place where it's, you know, triggering some major decisions in your life. Why? Some of you guys are getting out of a very codependent situation for some of you, or it's triggering a decision of like what's really important to you, money or status, you know, just like what's really important to you. Like this decision is surrounding going after something that really makes you happy, not just something that looks happy to others or looks successful. Like what truly makes you happy. Like you can be making ballin' money but be depressed as hell, and doing something that makes a lot less money and be more than happy, because all you need is enough, right? Anyways, because yeah, some of you guys, you're making a decision to either leave a codependent situation or something that is creating a lot of restrictions for you, even if that restriction is you in a job, or there's something here that's causing a lot of insecurity, okay, or financial insecurity, or there's again some type of codependent situation going on, because the Two of Wands can talk about a choice between two jobs, two people, two different life paths. So there does seem to be a major, this is major. I love universe. Universe is giving us some good New Year's messages, I'll tell you that so far. Because yeah, I feel like there's a major change happening for you. And you're getting the information, you're being valued deeply by someone. It seems to be some type of equal reciprocation energy between the two of you. And on top of that, Leo, a lot of you guys are getting the resources you need to be able to make this form of change. Or again, you're getting a loan, you're getting paid earlier than you thought, or more than you thought. Give me a little bit more on that Six of Pentacles if it's work related, love, money related. Page of Cups in reverse, Strength in reverse. Yeah, there may have been something here that was making you feel vulnerable or inadequate. Maybe something wasn't, maybe there was some type of delay in pay, or something here that may have felt like your dream was broken or caused a lot of anger or frustration. And that seems to be balancing out for you. I also feel like if there is a certain direction in work, Leo, that's opening up for you, there may be some type of seduction happening here that you're very much vulnerable to. Okay, like someone may be seducing you with money, you know, or it's like, come work for us now and we'll give you like right off the bat this amount of money kind of thing. It's kind of like that. Like if this is a work situation, the money may be kind of seducing you. And I'm not saying you're doing it just for money, but it may be kind of seducing you or kind of making you more vulnerable. And if it's a lover, I feel like the more you realize something is balanced, the more you're seduced in a certain direction. Because I don't feel like this seduction. I don't feel like this seduced energy is bad for you. I feel like it's creating a lot of positive changes. But the problem is you may not feel adequate enough for this person or for this job opportunity. So it's like, yeah, this job is awesome. It's paying you a lot, but it's also triggering insecurities because it's different. It's not normal for you, or it's not your comfort zone, right? Or if it's a lover, it's like, yeah, wow, like this is awesome. Like equal value. It's like, you know, but it's also triggering this fear of not being good enough. So it is, again, you're not going to be able to alleviate the pressure of making a decision, but I feel like you are willing to overcome the inner conflict needed to be able to make that decision. And there's a lot of positive changes for you. And some of you guys, if there's a lover, there's definitely someone here that it could be you. I feel like it's you, okay? Or it could be the person you're dealing with. You may be being very honest with someone, and then when you realize there's something that's very balanced, it's just that relief. It's like, now what? You know, and it doesn't have to be love. It could be a partnership, anything like that. So I like this energy, Leo. And if you have been waiting, maybe you have been kind of in disconnect from someone or in distance from someone, You may be receiving that equal energy that you've been waiting on as well, which is kind of allowing you to be like, okay, now I know what's going on. Now I know where I'm headed, because the moment you get this, whatever this is that's bringing this relief, it's like, bam, moving forward. Even if it's a tough decision, moving forward. So I really like it. It's like steadfast, solid. It could be a Scorpio. It could also be a Cancer. Some of you guys are realizing, some of you guys have a choice between, like, some of you guys have someone seducing you with a new house, like literally, or a home. And you may have to choose between something that's bringing some sense of stability and you and what's really good for you. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you got a lot to think about, even if you're seeing something clearly, because there's something that seems to be you're considering. But this, again, is triggering this Nine of Pentacles in reversed energy, right? It's triggering, like, what do you consider success? What do you consider, what is it that you really want? I feel like you're taking the high road. I'll tell you that, though. I don't really feel like you're falling short. Let's see. Give me an oracle. So within the next few months, okay, that could be anything within the next few months. Oh my God, stop. In the near future. Sorry, guys. If you have patience like me, that may not work for you. In the near future, within the next few months, an opportunity to travel. We have an opportunity for success as well, world travel, you know, being in a place where you belong. Like some of you guys, there's going to be some type of transition period, okay? And there may be an opportunity to have some type of closing out of a cycle in your life, to be in a place where you belong. The World card is like a sense of belonging, success, feeling at home. Old cycles coming to an end successfully as well. Success, we have success literally, and yes. So yeah, there could be some type of opportunity to close out something that no longer serves you, to be in a place or be with a person or be in a job that just feels like nothing beats that feeling. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's a feeling that we all long for, like all of us, whether we already have it or we long for it. It's just that feeling of, like, you know, being home. And that's why when you don't have that place of home, that's why this girl almost looks like she's like, like she's almost looks like she's like laying herself out for like spirit, right? She's surrendering herself to spirit, right? Because if you don't have a place of home, that's when you surrender yourself to God, surrender yourself to spirit, whatever you want to call it, your angels. Because you're not choosing to align yourself with anything of this world and you're aligning yourself with spirit, the spirit will always bring karma in a way that's going to give you what you truly deserve. Somewhere along the line, whether it's work, love, whatever, right? So it's important that if you don't know where you belong, or if you don't feel that sense of belonging, belong with spirit. But yeah, there's a lot of success here. I like it. Because, yeah, a lot of people try to force themselves to align with certain people, and it's like they wonder why nothing happens, and it's because they're constantly changing themselves, so they're never going to be able to perfectly match with someone, right? And as long as that's a whole other thing, but you know what I mean. Anyway. All right, you could be, yeah, we have Leo, Cancer, and Scorpio. All right, Virgo. Michael Jordan is NBA basketball star I admire. All right, what do we have for Virgo? Nine of Pentacles in reverse just showed its face. We're not going to focus on that too much. Unless it comes out again, but let's see. What do we have for Virgo? One more. Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Virgo: Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles in reverse, King of Swords, Two of Cups in reverse. All right. Okay. Well, Virgo, this is an energy we don't see from you guys too often. Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles in reverse, King of Swords. You're definitely rushing in here to speak some form of truth, being very direct with people around you. Just give me one more on that Knight of Swords. Empress in reverse, Four of Cups. You feel rejected or you feel left out. Or you're fed up with the lack of growth in a certain situation. Now, Virgo, okay, whether this is a situation that you've been investing into, a work situation, a love situation, there's something here that you're pissed off about, feeling like something is not growing, feeling almost made to be a problem even. You may feel like you're dealing with a mother figure as well, or someone that may have a lot to say, or maybe being really critical on you, pessimistic on you, being very overbearing. There seems to be some type of overbearing mother figure or overbearing energy in your life that maybe they're criticizing the way you mother your kids or parent your kids or father your kids. It's like there seems to be some type of overbearing energy from someone that you are looking at is just depressing, like oppressing, like get out of my space, like fuck off already. Because what's this Queen of Swords? The Justice card, King of Cups in reversed. This is like an energy of you've had enough with someone. You've had enough with someone. You look at this person as someone that's, you know, an underachiever, someone that overspends, or someone that is very manipulative potentially, receiving disrespect, lacking faith, insecure, resisting. Because I feel like under all this chaos and under all this frustration and disagreement, you do feel like there's a more solid opportunity for you, or you feel like there's an opportunity that has a lot of room to grow, but you're also aware of the effort it's going to take. And it's almost like you're in a position, Virgo, in the next little while of understanding your power, understanding that if you put in the work in a certain direction, things are going to manifest like crazy. But you're also aware that you have this like mosquito of an energy, or an energy where it just seems to be hindering your progress that's already being made. That's kind of what it feels like. It feels like there's progress already being made. And with that King of Swords and we have the Queen of Swords, you seem to be communicating your frustrations to someone here, kind of laying down the law with someone. Okay. What's that? Sun in reverse? The Chariot. Five of Swords in reverse. Because I feel like we have two different energies here, Virgo. I feel like we have an energy here where there's an environment that is not growing. You know, it's a job that's not going where you want it to be. It's a mother figure. There's some type of energy here that is not going where you want it to be. And you may feel like you have a lot of external energy kind of focused on the negatives of you, but I feel like you're frustrated because you feel like something is not your problem, or something is not you. It's just the result of a lot of energies culminating together and creating something that is not what you meant it to be. It's almost like you are frustrated because you feel like you put in all the work, and you feel like the only reason you're not where you need to be is because the people that are supposed to be supporting you, or the people that are supposed to be, you know, there by your side, you feel like they're not. And I feel like it is causing this energy of wanting to escape or run from your oppressions in a way of taking control, or, you know, distancing yourself from something that may be causing a lot of drama or mental conflict. And when the Queen of Swords, Justice card, King of Cups in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands, Four of Wands. It's almost like you feel like there's something or someone preventing you from going after what you want. And it's like you may feel like you're losing, like some of you may literally feel like you have a mother figure, or you have a partner even that is trying to separate you from your family, for example. Or you feel like there's a lot of negative energies that you're starting to recognize or become clear that are ruining your life. They're ruining your friendships. They're ruining your partnerships. It's kind of like that. And I feel like as much focus and drive and energy you're putting into destroying this external energy, you feel like it's still oppressing the process. You know, it's almost like you feel like things are going well from Virgo's view, but as soon as this energy comes in, it's almost like oppressing your process. And on top of that, like, how do I say? It's almost like you feel like you're not getting enough credit that's due, or getting the credit that's due. But I feel like you're starting to see something clearly that it could be triggered. This blunt, direct communication with someone could be triggered by just ruthless, you know, cynical type energy, or ruthless energy from someone that has no bed to lay on with you. Okay. Or it's coming from, maybe there was some type of bad news financially that you received. Like, for example, maybe your partner overspent, or maybe something happened or occurred that wouldn't have occurred if someone wasn't an idiot. Okay, just to put it bluntly. And I feel like you've had enough of this energy. Okay, or maybe you're starting to realize there's an energy draining you of your resources, and you feel like you're missing opportunities because you have to provide and create for the Empress, right? You have to provide and create for something that, you know, you shouldn't have needed to create for. I don't know how to explain that. So Virgo, back it up. You guys are telling someone off. to put it bluntly, I feel like you're telling someone off. You've had enough. You're giving someone the truth. You're laying down the law. You're telling someone your frustrations. And I feel like you're wanting to separate yourself from something here. A lot of you guys are wanting to free yourself, or take control in a family situation or home situation in order to separate enough where something isn't oppressing your process. Like, there's something here oppressing your process, and I feel like your main focus for the next little while is separating yourself and detaching from that. Okay, some of you guys may be looking at getting a new home, or you're looking at, you know, it's kind of like you're traveling to where is bringing you good energy, but you may feel like you don't have the support of friends or family or siblings even. Maybe more on that Knight of Swords, because the Hermit in reverse, again, restricting. It's almost like you feel restricted. You feel isolated. You feel like this is this energy of desiring to withdraw from loved ones, even desiring to withdraw from family in order to seize other opportunities. And I'm not saying like literally necessarily, but you're definitely separating yourself from something that is oppressing you. Because again, Virgo, I feel like you're in a space of thinking all this time, I could have been here or I could have had this, but every time you guys come in and whatever, every time, it's almost like it could even be something small, right? You know, it could be something small at work or something. There's something here where you're realizing like you could have, it's like you're realizing like you don't really need to change much. It's more so energies that are coming in to drain you of your resources. One more on that Queen of Swords. A lot of you guys are receiving the truth as well about some type of rumor or gossip or drama. And it's giving you a lot of anxiety because you're starting to realize you're being manipulated by someone that you thought was being honest, or you're realizing you're being manipulated by someone that maybe you have contracts with, or something that's set in stone with, and it is causing a lot of anxiety. Because it's almost like when you realize the truth about a certain group of people or a certain person or whatever it may be, it's kind of like, well, it hurts. Well, for one, right? It hurts, but it also creates more stress for you. You know, like a lot of people forget that people that break up with their partners, it's not that they necessarily wanted to break up. Like sometimes people put themselves in a position that someone would have to be awful desperate to stay. And a lot of times people, you know, don't even try for the relationship. You know what I mean? So a lot of people are mad that they even have to walk away. And it becomes this like bullshit game because a lot of people don't want to walk away from relationships. But what are they going to do? Be taken advantage of for the rest of their life? You know, what are they going to do? Stay with someone that doesn't do fuck all? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. And I feel like you're in a position where it's kind of like that, where it's like you didn't want to have to leave, or you didn't want to have to find a new job, or you didn't want to have to do something differently, or you didn't want to have to move. But because of this bullshit energy, you have to. And it's kind of like that, Virgo. You know, like maybe you're telling your husband or your whatever, like because like you couldn't just fucking grow up. Like you couldn't just fucking grow up. It's kind of like that. All right, so you're definitely telling someone off, Virgo, and you're separating yourself from bullshit. I feel like there's multiple people involved here. Again, there could be like an overbearing mother energy or something of that nature, or someone where there's children involved. Then there could be also be a sibling group or friends that don't really agree with your side of the story. You know, don't really agree with the fact that you want to separate yourself from a certain job or a certain group of friends or whatever. Some of you're wanting to move or travel or distance yourself, and you have people that, you know, are creating every reason under the sun as to why you're doing it that may not even be true. I don't know, there's a lot of drama. And I feel like that's the beauty of all this, Virgo, is you're separating yourself from all of it. I feel like you've had enough is kind of what this feels like. You've had enough of the stress, the anxiety, the loneliness, feeling isolated, feeling restricted because of other people's unwillingness to nurture the seed that's already there, to be in Virgo's presence. I love you, Virgos. But y'all can be like that. But you're deserving of that too. Like, everybody hates it. Everybody hates it. You know what I mean? If you believe, what's this? Okay. So meditation brings answers. So go within. Compromise may be needed on something here, Virgo. Reconsider what? Emperor in reverse. Ace of Wands. Reconsider. There's some type of new beginning, but it may be making you a little bit rigid because of some type of betrayal. So there may be some type of betrayal or hurt. Now you do it. Don't want me to tell you what to do. I'm just reading the cards, okay? So there is some type of heartbreak, betrayal, or situation that is making you feel intimidated or rigid or feeling powerless. Okay, and there may need to be a need to reconsider something in order to, you know, have some type of new beginning. Reconsider, like Hangman. I don't know, Virgo. Improving health. Okay. Empress in reverse, Emperor in reverse. The beginning of trade. All right, I'm stumped a little bit. I'm stumped. You may want to reconsider, you know, taking control in a new beginning because there's some type of pain or there's some type of betrayal or heartbreak someone feels and has them, someone's stuck or feeling trapped. And what? One more. Two of Wands. Reconsider. So some, okay, oh, okay. Some of you, there may be a temptation. Some of you, there may be a temptation to share. First of all, we're dealing with an overbearing energy, Virgo. There's some type of overbearing energy, and there may be a temptation to share or take advantage of your power that you hold on someone, right? So say if it's a mom or someone that, or a sibling or a partner even. Say if there's someone that it's like there may be a temptation to take advantage of your power when it comes to some type of new beginning, because you may be tempted to enlighten someone on a new path. Reconsider. What? There is some type of new opportunity, but you may need to be wise about it or wait for the right time, or wait for the right time here. Because with the Emperor in reverse, Ace of Wands. All right, I'm getting off that. I don't know, Virgo. There's some type of new path, but it's like you may need to be patient, or you need to slow down or be wise, or use your awareness surrounding some type of betrayal or hurt. And someone here doesn't really have control in this situation, whether that's you or this person. Or it's like you may lose control over a new beginning. Reconsider, because you're losing control over a new beginning. Virgo, I don't know. I don't know, Virgo. I'm stumped. I'm off it. Reconsider. Reconsider. I don't know. I don't know, Virgo. I'm getting off it. I'm done. Moving on to Libra. Sorry. Or some of you guys may be taking advantage of some type of new beginning because you're hurt, or a new beginning to betray. Oh, what's this Two of Wands? Sorry, I hate leaving reading is not giving you guys an answer. Five of Pentacles. I'm getting off it. I don't know. Let me see. We do have Virgo, Aries, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Libra. Can we get one more on the reconsider? Because, like, I'm so confused. Sorry, I feel Page of Cups in reverse. Oh, it's done. I'm drained. Okay. I mean, I'm not drained. It's just that reading's drained. Like, I don't know. Like, what's the best advice for Virgo when it comes to that? Knight of Cups in reversed. Five of Cups in reversed. Maybe you don't have control about a new beginning because someone revokes some of you, so when it comes to your advice for the tarot, some of you, you may need to withdraw yourself emotionally from a situation that has you fearing, regretting, settling in a situation that's not your ultimate happiness. So some of you guys may have been indulging or inspired to pursue a certain person or direction, Virgo, but there may have been this constant wonder of fear of regretting, fear of, you know, is this really my spot? And, you know, we can talk all the cheesiness in the world. We can talk all the cheesiness in the world. We can say what's wrong with settling. And there's nothing wrong with settling if that's where you're happy, you know. There's nothing wrong with it, you know. But, like, I mean, call me crazy, but I think if you're where you're meant to be, at least, like, in that moment, like, you're very sure of it. You know what I mean? Even just me doing tarot, I'm very sure of myself when I do tarot. Like, that's just an example, right? I'm very sure of myself when I do things. I'm very sure of myself as a mom. I'm very sure of myself when you know what I mean? You're very sure of yourself when you're loved. You're very sure of yourself. Like, there's something here where you're not necessarily sure of yourself, or it's just not it. Even if it's just on a smaller spectrum, it's a business, maybe you need to rebrand a little bit. There's something here that you may need to withdraw from because you're not sure of it, okay? And I hear, you know, I feel like the people that say, you know, if you never settle, you'll always be chasing. I think that's ultimate bullshit, ultimately. You know what I mean? And I feel like happiness is bliss. Like, contentment is bliss. And I believe it's possible. It's very much possible. I feel it every day. And, you know, I'm going off on a ramble now, but sometimes I tell myself, because I'm not really a big fan of Christmas, and we just had Christmas, and I'm not really a big fan of Christmas, right? But when I was younger, I used to start listening to Christmas music in, like, September. Like, I was so quick. I'm like, oh, get the Christmas music going, get the Christmas music going. And I would just, it would manipulate me to feel happy. It would manipulate all these good feels. But now I'm in a place in my life where I don't need that. You know, I'm happy as is. And even though there's things that always can make adjustments, right? how you authentically feel in this moment, that happiness can happen. And nobody can tell me otherwise. And you do not need to settle in anything. And you do need to work for it, though, or you do need to take risks for it. My point is like, if there is something you're like constantly fearing, regretting committing to, or doing as a job or whatever, it's like, maybe it's not your spot. Like, maybe it's just not meant for you. Like, why force something? Like, you feel it. Like, you know what I mean? You feel it. And even if it, and it's confusing because we live in a world that says, well, it makes a lot of money, so do it. You know, but you feel whether like you enjoy doing that. Like, you know, and I'm not saying be a spoiled brat. Like, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. Don't get me wrong. If you're lacking money, you got to get a job. But for the most part, like when it comes to like, you know, you feel that, you know, and there's something that you just may not feel it, and you just may need to wait. Because unfortunately, Virgo, you don't have control of everything. And as much work as you put into a certain situation, that doesn't mean you're going to be able to create the way you feel or the way you want to feel. Right? Because yeah, I was thinking about that a lot around Christmas. I'm like, man, I used to always like be antsy to get the Christmas music going because I wasn't happy. And I was looking for every reason to feel happy for, I mean, this was when I was a lot younger, but I feel like I finally figured out how to feel happy, like no matter what. And it's just getting to that place. And when it comes to jobs and stuff like that, you know, that's like people ask me, why don't I do this? Why don't I do that? Because I don't want to. It's cool, but it's like, you know what I mean? And not that I don't, anyways, that's personal, but you know what I mean? Like, just because something works doesn't mean it works, is my point. Doesn't mean you're going to want to do it all the time. Doesn't mean you're going to be, and people just throw their bitterness on you. Well, because they slave for $6 an hour, 14 hours a day, you need to do that too, or you're not a real man, or you're not a real woman. That is ultimate bullshit. Do you know how many guys just down at a spot, I won't say it for legal reasons, there's a bunch of guys down here breaking themselves for fucking petty wage. Breaking themselves, and they don't say shit because guys are too scared to say shit. Breaking their hands, for crying out loud. And that's a respected job around here. That's just an example, and someone's going to do it, I suppose. But anyway, I'm just going to take a quick little break, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry. All right. All right, where do we have our Libras at? Where do we have our Libras? I didn't mean to, sometimes you gotta do those jobs. I'm not saying that. I just mean like, it is possible to enjoy what you do, and you know, and that's why we all enjoy different things and do multiple things. And I don't know, I believe if you're not sure of something, there's an issue. You know what I mean? And sometimes we're not sure of some things because of other things in our life that are constantly clashing with it. And that's why people that don't live in integrity and in their truth, they come upon a bunch of problems because they're associated and entangled in situations that are not aligned with their truth. So now they're compromising themselves to conform to things that are not of their truth. And that's why they're confused. You know, so sometimes we're unsure of things that are our truth because of other things that are entangled that are not our truth. And that's all I'm saying with that. You know. All right, what do we have for Libra? What can Libra expect? What can Libra expect? 3 shuffles. I like that. Believe it or not, I really like this, Libra. I get a good vibe from this. The devil is not always bad, you know. It's very obsessive. And with the 10 of Swords in reverse right underneath that, 7 of Wands, I like it. Page of Wands in reverse, I like it. Because you're guarding yourself toward bullshit, okay? You are in a space of making some type of change in work, contemplating new experiences. Devil took card to the 10 of Swords in reverse. You're healing from something. You're releasing something, and you're submerging yourself into almost a form of obsession, a healthy obsession. And when I say healthy obsession, when you get into a dark place, a depressing place, sometimes we find things that we become obsessed with because it pulls us out of a dark place, and we can transmute that into a very positive experience. And I feel like you're going through something where you are obsessed in a certain direction, but it's to overcome something, okay? It's to rise above the haters. It's to rise above playing victim. It's to, like, for example, if you are depressed, right, or going through a really hard time, you're throwing yourself obsessively into a certain situation to rise above this victim-like mentality, right? If you're going through a really painful situation, Libra, you know, I always say contradict shit, right? You know, if you're going through a really hard time, contradict it with hitting the gym every day, eating your food, you know what I mean? You cannot fall short, and it can be so easy, and we all do it because we're all human and we're all in this reality, and nobody can tell me they don't. But if you're in a place where you find yourself finding every reason to be able to play victim, you're not doing that. You're choosing to throw yourself into everything. You're obsessing about things that are keeping you away from that victim-like mentality, right? You're contradicting a bad experience is what you're doing. And I really like it. And I can't say that enough. King of Swords in reverse. You don't want to talk. You're holding back. You're holding back from something from the past. You're trying to release or not entertain something from the past. I feel like you're aware that someone does not have good intentions with you. You're aware that maybe people in your life, bosses, whatever, you're aware that certain people do not have your good intentions. And I feel like you're choosing to choose your strength of character over someone else's bullshit, over something from the past. And I love this. I got goosebumps. I love this because this is my favorite thing about life. This is my favorite thing about life for any lone wolves, anyone that just goes through a hard time. No matter where you're at, you have the ability to contradict that experience by choosing the opposite. Okay, you're going through a rough time. You know, you're going through health issues, whatever it may be. You have that ability in that moment to choose better for yourself. And with those choices, with you not aligning yourself with those negative thoughts that you could, you're going to manifest and get out of a really bad experience. And I feel like a lot of you guys are obsessively, what's this devil? Throwing yourself 3 of Swords, 4 of Wands in reverse. There's definitely some type of heartache or pain that you're going through surrounding a family situation or a broken home. Feeling not content in a home as well. You're oppressed by it. 5 of Wands in reverse. You're avoiding drama though. So some of you guys are oppressed by a home situation, a living situation potentially, feeling isolated, feeling alone. You're definitely having a hard time letting go of some type of betrayal. However, you are doing your best to avoid drama. You're doing your best to not entertain the ego is the best way I can explain it. So if there is people that don't agree with you, or if there is people trying to start shit with you, it's like you're doing your best to not entertain the ego's desire to just get your say in, right? The Strength card is someone that has a lot they could say, but they choose to hold back. They have a lot they could just smash you with and fucking make it really hurt too, right? But you're choosing to hold back. You're not wanting to talk. You're not open to talk. Because I do feel like you're going through some type of betrayal or heartbreak, pain surrounding a broken home, surrounding maybe being homesick, surrounding, you know, dysfunctional family situations, but you're not entertaining the ego. So that's good. It's like you're not willing to even fight with yourself about it. You're not even giving it the time of day because you're aware that it causes you a lot of pain. You're choosing to hold back because of your strength of character. Yeah, because you are mad. This is like holding back, you know, that urge to fight, holding back that urge to, you know, be territorial. If this is an ex, for example, this is the ego creeping up sometimes, like really hating the fact that, you know, hating the thought of even knowing your person will be with someone else, but also remembering that this person has nothing to give you. Okay, there's something here where you're holding back from, you're taming the ego, you're taming the jealousy, you're taming that territorial energy that just wants to have someone just so no one else can have them, because you're aware that this experience, this person never really had anything to give you to begin with. There wasn't no emotional exchange, there wasn't no inspiration, there wasn't no contentment, there was no bliss. There was no bliss. And a lot of you guys feel heartbroken by someone, but you're also aware that they wasn't showing up for you anyways. And again, you're obsessively throwing yourself into a situation to the point that you may even come off quite ruthless or harsh. But Libras, out of all signs, I must say, out of all signs, if any sign needs to be harsh in crunch time, it's you. Out of all signs, the one that needs to be this King of Swords in reverse when it's crunch time, when it's like, I either choose me or choose to fall short for your benefit, is you. Okay? And I feel like you're choosing to not give someone the benefit of the doubt. You're choosing to, you know, hold back for you. You're obsessively throwing yourself into, like, what is Libra moving into? Like, what is this? Your money, your work, your status, the moon. A lot of you guys are kind of pulling the curtain, Libra, toward yourself because you're throwing yourself, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse chooses her, right? She chooses her because she's already drained. She's already overwhelmed. She's already having a hard time keeping up with responsibilities and bills. She's not supported. She has nothing to give. And because she knows she has nothing to give, she says, F you, I'm hurt and I need help. And I actually was talking to someone about this the other day, or just yesterday. There is a huge difference between being narcissistic and being self-serving, okay? There's a huge difference. And I feel like you're in a space in your life where you're kind of pulling the curtain and you're being self-serving because you need to be, because you're aware that you don't receive any support, you're not getting any help. You're choosing to be self-serving because the energies that are trying to penetrate your aura are doing nothing but hurt you and sabotage you. And they will just break you that much more, and you're aware of that. And again, I feel like you're being very cutthroat with someone, but it's not even because, and by cutthroat I mean you're not willing to talk, you're not willing to communicate, you're not even willing to care enough to have an adult conversation, because I feel like you've got to the point where you've had enough. You're battle fatigued. You're aware of that even if you try to speak your truth, it's just going to cause an argument. It's just going to cause like clash of the egos type shit, and you're not having it because you're aware of the person or the energy or the situation that you're dealing with, and you have no desire to prove yourself. You're more so in an energy of exploring 12th house energy, exploring other realms available to you. You're in an energy of exploring the potential, right? But you're also more so, you're kind of hiding, like, how do you say? Like I said, you're pulling the curtain. You know, there is some, I don't want to say deception, because honestly, sometimes people don't deserve your truth, okay? It's more so like you're creating smoke and mirrors to what you're doing because you don't really trust other people's motives specifically. You don't trust people's motives, and you're kind of pulling a curtain to what you're doing, exploring 12th house energy, like you're going after your dreams here. Definitely feeling like you're lacking a lot of support. All right, Libra, it's not going to be a easy one, but all major change and positive change ain't that easy, is it? You know, because yeah, I do feel like you're receiving a lot of people aren't necessarily, you know, happy with your choice to withdraw your energy, or a certain person isn't. But again, you're not the one responsible for other people's happiness. We all have the ability to choose just as much as another. Give me one more on that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Wands. Some of you guys are starting a new business, or you're starting something here that's creating a lot of motivation and drive. Magician. I feel like you're having a hard time being able to choose decisively in this moment in your life, Libra, because you are feeling quite disconnected. You're more so being resourceful. You're not necessarily, you're having a hard time getting on a wave. Let's just put it that way. You're being resourceful with what you got, but you are having a hard time completely trusting the process, because it is requiring you to, it's almost like you're not trusting your decision right now, or your decisions. It's more so this discreet, you got something discreet going on, but in a way where you need to be discreet. It's like a discreet, some type of discreet, passionate new beginning, but you're not trusting yourself. You're being very smart with, you're trying to be more so in, you're using intellect rather than, you know, a wave right now. But again, that's because I always say when we're in a descended space, because I feel like you're in a descended space right now where you're going through something rough, something that broke your heart, something that made you feel, you know, isolated or separated from a family situation, even creating some homesickness and sadness. You're more so using intellect and facts to pull yourself out of a situation. You could be starting a new business, but you don't necessarily feel connected with it, but you're doing it because you feel like that's what you need to do right now to come out of a dark place. You could be putting a lot of energy into your money, your debts and whatnot. Again, you're pulling yourself out of a descended space before you know, you're in the dark. you're in your own type of, energetic, please don't take this the wrong way, but it's like you're in your own type of energetic hell right now. But it's like you're aware of that. So that's the thing. You're aware that you're in some type of energetic hell. You're aware of that. You're using your intellect and you're being resourceful to be able to pull yourself up into space zero. Okay, so I hope you guys know what I mean. Because yeah, when we are drained and when there's a lot of shit working against us, or when we're behind on a lot of shit, the main focus should be to pull ourselves out of that space, right? That's why I say sometimes it's not about spirituality. Sometimes you just need a job, right? Or you just need money, or you just, you know, need to take action. Sometimes it's just the literal energy that you need to focus on before you can feel and get into that ebb and flow to be able to understand where you're going up to. And I feel like right now you're down, you're coming up, you're obsessed. It's like you're in your own hell a little bit, but you're aware of that. And you're consciously choosing intellect and facts above all right now. That's the best way you can explain that. Because yeah, we all go through like ebbs and flows and hells and heavens, right? And it's what we do in that space. And I feel like you're trying really hard to not plant seeds in a descended space. You're more so focused on rebuilding yourself to a place where you're not feeling so weak and agitated and like crap, if I'm going to be honest with you. And you definitely don't trust certain connections in your life, and you're not really open to even have adult conversations or even be honest, because you feel like the damage has been done. There's something that's just, you have no willingness or desire to look back on. Walking away from, what's Libra walking away from? Queen of Cups. Someone that may have made you feel overlooked, neglected. So for some of you, you're walking away from someone or something that you do deeply care about, whether it's a family member, a lover, a mother. You are walking away from someone that you deeply care about, but it's because it drains you. And we can love the shit out of people, but also realize that the energy we're putting into it drains us because we're either overlooked all the time or disrespected or treated like shit. And I feel like you're walking away or distancing yourself from someone that is overlooking the love that you've given or the love that you have. And it's draining you at this point. It could be a situation as well where you were lacking support. If there was children involved. And I feel like if there was a certain person or group of people or family even that you were giving a lot of unconditional love to, regardless of the pain they've caused, you're cutting that shit off because you're starting to realize it's draining you of your feminine power. And even if you're a man, it's like the spark has been, the fuse is out kind of thing. It's like something kind of drained you. And that's why we can see it in ourselves sometimes. And that's when we need to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves, right? Is we can become really bitter people. You know, you could be the most optimistic, loving, happy person, and you can become bitter really quickly if you don't pay attention to what the hell is draining your energy. And that's why you need to take accountability for you. And that's why you need to be self-serving sometimes and selfish for you. Because if there's a situation that you're giving a lot of support to, but it's just draining you and making you a bitter fucking person, it's happened to us all. It happens to me. You know what I mean? You got to check yourself and realize, what the hell are you doing at this point? Is that what God wants of you? To become a bitter person? To just be in life so you can exist so people can treat you like shit? I don't fucking think so. God wants you to recognize those ebbs and flows and those feelings and energetic waves so you can at least put walls up. I'm not saying you have to treat people like shit, but at least separate yourself enough where it's not impacting your energy. Thank you so much, James. I appreciate that. Thank you for your raise. All the best 2023 and beyond. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. All the best to you as well. So, Libra, I really like this. It kind of feels also like you're sabotaging a situation intentionally. Okay? Because if you're sick of that inner conflict that it's causing. So I like this. So give me a little bit more on the Ace of Wands, Magician, Page of Swords in reverse, Four of Swords, not speaking no. I feel like there's some type of new beginning, whether you're moving, whether it's a new business, there's some type of new beginning that you're holding on to, you're keeping to yourself, you're not really speaking out about. And the reason there's not really a whole lot of major choices happening for you, the reason why the curtain is still pulled, Libra, is because you're still lacking a lot of information, or you're still in contemplation mode. You're in this healing, withdrawing, secluding, and trying to reevaluate what's good for you. I like that. So I feel like you're consciously aware about a new beginning that brings a lot of good energy, but you're not really speaking out about it. You're just thinking about it. You're contemplating on it. And on top of that, you may feel like it's a little too soon to speak out on something or to even act on something. You're more so getting information. If you're not getting information, you should. Okay? Yeah, make sure you don't get lost in the hype. Did you know statistically, they say if you tell people your goals or your desires, or you make it public before you actually do it, it actually decreases your motivation by a shit ton. Why? I don't know, but that may be useful information. Okay, so I would keep that curtain shut. It could be because, you know, I personally find just doing shit is a lot easier than making a big deal of it, because the more expectations you put on something, the worse it is for the overall free reign. It's worse for the resistance, and the more resistance is on something, the more, you know what I mean, it restricts us. So if you're going to do something, just go out and do it, or get the information in secret kind of thing and do it. Because yeah, you don't want to put too many expectations on something, especially if you're already in a low spot. Try to do things lightly, and again, try to not put a lot of energy into the show of something, you know. You know, even if you're walking away from a relationship or separating yourself from family, you have no idea how amazing it feels to just separate yourself from people and not say a fucking word. You will build yourself up. You will feel that self-respect for yourself, you know. And even if you feel like family should have treated you better, like whatever, you have no idea how good it feels to just distance yourself and not say a thing. You know what I mean? So try not to overexert yourself or drain yourself in the show of something, even if it's a new business idea. But yeah, I thought that apparently if you tell people what you're doing before you do it, it like decreases your motivation by like 70% or something crazy. You know, I thought that was interesting. We have listened to your intuition. We do have Capricorn energy, Taurus, strong Gemini energy as well. We have Virgo. Ask your angels, Capricorn, Taurus. We have Leo as well. Some of you guys are taking something that you're naturally interested in and you're turning it into a job. It could have something to do with health. It could have something to do with values as well. We have trust. Okay. And we have opportunity. So trust this new opportunity. Ask your angels. Listen to your intuition. These cards can be so vague. Take action. So there is action needed. Take action, opportunity, trust, 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 trust. Trust. Okay. But yeah, you're definitely separating yourself. Yeah, don't let anybody tell you you're being selfish, or if there is this energy of like, you know, because yeah, there's a huge difference between being selfish and narcissistic, or just narcissistic and self-serving. So make sure you know where you're at. And I feel like you're just being self-serving because you know it's needed, which I believe. All right. What do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio? What can Scorpio expect? What can Scorpio expect? 3 shuffles. Strength in reverse just showed its face. Could be dealing with a Leo. Overall energy for you, Knight of Swords with the 8 of Swords in reverse right under that. Ace of Cups. 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Okay. Well, I feel like you're definitely receiving some type of reality check, Scorpio, that's making you realize that if you want something, you're going to have to speak up a little bit here. And I do feel like there's a desire to prove to someone you want to put in the work, or you want this position, or you want this relationship, whatever it may be. I do feel like there's some level of embarrassment though, because you may feel like you got some type of reality check. I'm not going to lie. Or, I mean, roles could be reversed. Take it how you want. You could be giving someone else the reality check. Keep that in mind. But I do feel like listen, Scorpio, you're stuck in a little bit of a pickle, okay? Because the thing is I do feel like you got love coming in. You got a beautiful love coming in, something here that's making you very happy, or an opportunity that's making you very happy, but you're overthinking it because you do not trust someone's motives. There's a lot of hesitancy, indecisiveness, feeling burdened by the confusion or question as to whether someone has good intentions with you in their life or not, whether it's love, work, or whatever. It's like you're overthinking some type of love that's coming in, very defensive, resisting making any form of improvements, trying to rise above, you know, looking pathetic, to be quite honest with you, where it's like you're trying to rise above. It's like you're trying to avoid the worst, I feel. Some of you guys are also avoiding some type of ending in your life, which is why you're very sketchy with something else. So there could be a lover or a love offer coming in here for you, Scorpio, or an opportunity coming in that does bring a lot of happiness, but it also triggers you because it is also highlighting a part of your life that would need to come to an end. And I feel like you're having a hard time doing that. And there's also a lot of energy being focused on, it's like you feel like someone doesn't have your best of intentions. Okay. Or you feel like an opportunity, you know, may cause you to like start from the bottom or something of that nature, and it may humiliate you to some degree. And I feel like there's a lot of defensiveness or, you know, destructiveness with your communication in a certain direction. Even though it's coming in for you, you're overthinking it because you either feel like it's not realistic, or you may feel like, you know, I mean, give me one more on the Eight of Swords, Empress in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse. This kind of feels like someone that comes in and loves you good, like loves you really good, but you're not used to being loved good. You're not used to that energy. This kind of feels like someone that you're perceiving to be quite overbearing or needy or like all up in your face, but it's confusing you. It's almost like what's your motives? Like you don't trust someone's motives, or something is almost humiliating you or embarrassing you because it's like all up in your face. And one more, Justice card. Someone could be being overbearingly honest as well. Like, I don't know why you're so guarded to that. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you may not really trust this person's motives. You're still leaning more toward, you know, withdrawing your energy and focusing on you. Some of you, if this is a work offer or someone that wants to partner with you, you may feel like this person only wants you for superficial reasons, or only wants to be a part of what you got going on for superficial reasons. And it is causing you to be very guarded and hesitant. Why did that black go like that? It is causing you to be very guarded and hesitant. So I do feel like you're communicating with someone, Scorpio, or you're responding to someone, but it's very like harsh, or it's very like whatever this offer is. Give me a little bit more on this offer. Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles in reverse, the High Priestess. Whatever this offer is, this may be someone that's coming back around, or this is someone that, this could be like divine timing, things coming full turn, everybody learning their lessons, and it's like things coming together. It could also be like destiny, or something that is working in your favor. You just don't see it yet. Like maybe there's a lot of harsh energy because this person has humiliated you at one point, or made you feel less than at one point. Okay, there could be a lot of secrets and things that have kind of been pushed under the rug for quite some time that is still kind of not really being talked about. Why do we feel like I'm getting a lot of this energy tonight? That type of energy, like a lot of communication, but a lot of like elephants in the room still not being stared at. You know what I mean? I feel like I've got that for a couple signs because there is definitely a lot of communication. Because, yeah, I do feel like you're getting an offer, or there's a lot of love here between you and someone else, or there's a lot of authentic support here between you and someone else, but you don't trust this person. And even though you're communicating with this person, you also feel the need to kind of still stay in your own lane because you're hesitant and confused on this person's motives. Your reading is actually quite simple compared to most of them tonight. You're confused as to someone's motives. And I also feel like there's a lot of guardedness, because you may feel like there was some type of attempt with this person in the past and it completely flopped. And maybe the way it flopped, it humiliated you or something. There's something here about, like you're kind of torn between, you know, accepting your loss and kind of rise above, like pick your pride, and you're torn between like your heart, because I do feel like your heart is being pulled in a certain direction, but your pride is also kind of getting the best of you. Let's just get a couple cards for the external energy, because it could be work too. Lovers in reverse could be a Gemini. Star in reverse. So this external energy, Four of Swords in reverse, Fool. There's someone here that is kind of coming out of hiding or coming out of isolation, I suppose, if there was some type of distance, because they do want a fresh start. They may have made some type of decision so they could invest into the situation. However, this is someone that is also unhappy with some type of choice that was made. So Scorpio, there's someone that is unhappy with some type of choice that was made, and now they're in a space of feeling hopeless or uninspired, or there's some type of despair or hopelessness this person has. Like, that sounds, it's dramatic, but love's dramatic. It's like there's some type of hopelessness this person feels, you know. It's kind of like you kind of bring the light into this person's life. Let's just put it that way. And there may be some type of choice that this person made that has been kind of preventing them from being able to make the proper choices moving forward. Lovers in reverse, this could be someone that may have been avoiding making some type of choice that was authentic to them because they felt hopeless in that certain direction, because they were trying to, this is someone that was trying to manifest happiness by putting a lot of energy into work, into status, into whatever it may be, and it did not work in their favor. And now they're internalizing a lot of shit, realizing that something isn't as stable as they thought it was going to be. And this is someone that is desiring to go after their happily ever after. And again, this is someone that they're realizing that you are their spark. And if this person has tried to create happiness or kind of even make you jealous, for some of you, like this person may have made you jealous intentionally, or this person may have been mean intentionally, or this person may have, you know, treated the situation like a disposable object, you know. Like, this is someone that's unhappy with their choice because they realized they choked out their own growth, for one, and two, they realized they miss you. They feel hopeless. They feel lost without this connection. You guys are not. Love is cheesy though, ain't it? Oh, love is cheesy. I don't know. You're happy to hear from this person though, Scorpio. Seven of Swords in reverse, Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you are willing to turn over a new leaf with this person. You're just concerned that this person feels entitled to you, or you're concerned that this person may feel like they can just push you around, and it does have you quite guarded and suspicious. It's like you don't want this person to feel entitled to just step back into your life for whatever reason. And I do feel like you're concerned for this like double standard or bias or like pushy, like entitled bullshit. But you do admire this person, and you are happy to hear from this person. And if there is an apology coming through, I feel like you're happy to hear from them. But you are, I feel like you don't know what to do. Some of you just feel limited. because of something that's hidden, maybe a financial stress that you've been avoiding, or some of you may be avoiding starting from the bottom in a certain direction. Okay. So some of you, it could be a distance as well with that Two of Wands in reverse, or something here that is causing you to feel the need to stay on the down low, because you could be avoiding starting from the bottom, or again, avoiding putting yourself in a really vulnerable position even. It could just be that. Okay. So you're on guard toward this energy coming in, but yet deep down, Scorpio, in the core, you're really happy to hear from this person. There's still a lighthearted energy. But, you know, let's see. Libra, we have Libra, Taurus, Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius. Within the next few months. We have don't stop, you're ready. Remain positive. Sorry guys, I have a little bit of a cold. I did take medicine earlier, but that's all right. So remain positive. I feel like I need to pull a love and romance angels oracle. So I do feel like positive changes can happen. I mean, don't stop. What's this don't stop? Maybe on taking control on a personal level. King of Wands, the Magician. Some of you guys maybe have been manifesting something yourself when it comes to being innovative, creating business, settling some type of internal conflict you've been having about something that has been triggering you, maybe making you feel less than, maybe making you feel jealous. There could have been something that you've been building up on or working on a personal level, especially when it comes to business, or something that is causing you to be innovative and creative and confident in who you are. Whatever that is, don't stop, because it is bringing in a lot of positive energy. We have attraction. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So we have wedding as well. Some of you guys are maybe fighting off someone that wants to marry you. Retreat. Past life relationship very soon. So you need to clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. Past life relationship, retreat. Past life relationship, Knight of Wands. So there may have been something that you've been really in and out of that's been keeping your attention, Scorpio, that may have almost been distracting you because it's almost been a hype or a high, or some type of connection that you feel pulled to because it is a past life connection. Now, I don't really talk about past lives too often because apparently I don't collect as much information as some people. I have very little memory of past lives. I have one memory of a past life, and I was a little girl. And that's it. As far as other past lives, potentially, I don't know about them. So I feel like there could be, so that's why I don't talk about past life stuff too much, because it's not my thing. However, I feel like there is some type of past life connection or deep connection you have with someone that just seems to fill a high for you, fills a ego for you. You know, it kind of drives you to some degree to take action, but it's not really fulfilling you. And there may be some type of past life connection that you may want to retreat from and disconnect from, so you can clearly decide what you want and what's good for you, or what it is that you truly want. What is true love for you? And maybe it's time to take something to the next level, an engagement, a wedding. Maybe not be so destructive with someone because of past life energy. Even, you know, you're ready. Don't stop. Within the next few months, okay. It seems to be like you need to make a choice between two. Some of you guys are avoiding making that choice between two because you're not really sure who has the best of motives. You know, sometimes when we're holding on to more than one person energetically or literally, we put our guilty conscience onto other people. So make sure you're not doing that. And make sure you got your ducks in a row. You could be dealing with a Libra. We have Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Gemini, Pisces. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Yeah, I only have one past life memory that I feel strongly is like a past life memory. I have collections of energies that happen from out there. Like when I get deja vu and stuff, that's a whole other video. But so as far as I know, the only past life I had, I was a little girl and I got shot. And I remember specifically what I was wearing. I was running from this old man and I went into a barn and I literally went under this like box crate thing and he shot me through the box. So it just feels like that's something that like that little girl, like I feel so connected with her. So I don't know if it's a past life or what that is, but it feels now. But anyways, moving on to Sagittarius. It was more to the story than that, but anyway. Fine. What can Sagittarius expect? 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Sagittarius. Nice. This guy keeps coming out a lot. Ace of Wands, 8 of Cups in reverse, 3 of Swords though. Judgment in reversed. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands in reverse, the Moon. Well, I feel like there is a lot of energy supporting either a business, a relationship, whatever it may be. There's something here that is quite well established for you. However, you're starting to lack patience with it. You're not really making forward plans because there's a lot of fears for whatever reason. 8 of Cups in reverse. This is like it's like you're rekindling something or you're going out of business again, you know, or you're trying to say, yeah, okay, we're going to do it good this time. Or you're doing a relationship, or it's like rekindling some type of relationship. But I feel like Judgment in reverse, you're not really up to the opportunity. Like there's something that keeps weighing you down. It may almost feel like you're forcing yourself into something out of a moment of influence or hype. And I do feel like there's some type of passionate new beginning or rekindling of something that is already well established for you. But I feel like, again, with that 3 of Wands in reverse, Moon, it's like you're not feeling what you want to feel, or you're not seeing what you want to see, or you're just not willing to make forward plans long term. Because there's, what's this Moon? What's all these fears about? The Hierophant. A lot of you guys just fear commitment. Or you fear committing to someone that may not be interested, or you fear investing your time into a job. Because this could, a lot of this could have to do with a business as well, or how you make money. How you make money versus how you could make money. Because the Moon challenging the Hierophant. So there's something to do with like, you know, your dream, what you truly want, what's truly out there, the unknown versus, you know, current means of making money, current values, current standards, current needs to kind of keep up to par with the lifestyle you have going on right now. Like what type of lifestyle do you want? And I feel like there's something challenging something that's currently successful. And it's a perfect example of, I think I was telling Virgo, like sometimes just because something is successful doesn't mean it's successful for you. Okay. 3rd dimensional success is not necessarily success, right? So there's something here that's not making you feel the way you want it to feel. And even though there's something starting up really quickly, like some of you guys are having a good night out, having a good night in bed, you know, having a really enthusiastic work week, you know, but then it's like you come back to this same feeling. And again, it's like there's some inconsistencies with your work effort. For one, if this is a job, there's some inconsistencies, and it's because your subconscious is calling you into a different area. But you got to be careful with that Moon. Because the Moon without the Sun is nothing but an illusion. I just got to be real with you. The Moon without the masculine is nothing but an illusion. right? You have the ability to plant seeds, but you also have to be in agreement with the effort it takes to have that seed come to fruition. So if this is a business thing and you're constantly finding yourself in this like dream type space, but yet you know you don't have the ability to follow through with that, you have to reason with yourself, right? But sometimes we have dreams that we can follow through with. So what is it that you want, and are you willing to put in the work? Because if you're not really willing to put in the work, it's an influence desire, okay? You know, because sometimes we think we want something, but we don't, because it comes with a lot of shit that we don't really want, right? We want the pretty little things of it, not necessarily what it actually comes with. So I feel like you're dealing with something that, you know, I feel like you're having a hard time being in the right mind frame or perceiving your desires correctly is the best way I can explain this. And you're starting to recognize some inconsistencies. You're becoming aware of inconsistencies in your work effort. If this is a relationship, you're becoming aware with inconsistencies in the relationship as well. And it's just kind of killing your buzz. And as much as you come in hot with this magic stick, you know what I mean? It's killing your buzz. Like Ace of Wands, the Empress, Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's almost like the support you're receiving, whether that's through colleagues or whatever it may be, or your partner, it doesn't really seem to be the support you're wanting. Or someone's not really cooperating with the growth of something. Some of you guys are wanting to have a baby. I just got to put this out there. For people in a relationship, you want to have another baby, but someone doesn't want to. Someone's not cooperating with that plan. And it's kind of making you question whether this is something you want to invest into, which is totally, if you want a baby and your person doesn't want a baby, why are you there? You know what I mean? You'll regret that. Sorry, you will. If you really want a baby. Some people may not really want a baby, but if you really want a baby, why don't ever get with someone that doesn't want a kid? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, anyway. But I feel like there's an energy here where you want to have a child, but there's someone not cooperating with that ideal. And it kind of creates this fear of like, is this really meant for me? And for others of you, there's a work situation that you yourself, you seem to be able to push forward, but you feel like you're not really being supported, or you feel a lack of cooperation with certain people or colleagues. And it makes you feel like you need to slow down or be wise when it comes to who you associate with. Three of Wands in reversed. I feel like this is all coming down to something not really working in your favor anymore. You know? And I feel like, you know, I feel like you're going through a slow transition, or you're going through some type of completion in either a work situation or in a long-term relationship. But now you're just in the exploring other realms type phase. And that's okay. Like, things like this don't need to be rushed. You're in a good space for what it is. But I do feel like you're going through an energy of like exploring the unknown. You know, because you got to realize even in this lifetime, there's versions of you that don't exist yet, right? 10 years ago, you may not have envisioned who you are right now. There's still plenty versions of you that don't exist yet, but you got to create them. And I feel like you're going through this exploration type realm of like what it is you really want, what seeds you want to plant. And again, for a lot of you, this is you wanting to have a baby, but you're not receiving the support. And it hurts. You feel like you're receiving fake emotions from someone. So, Sagittarius, you know, I feel like this is a really vague reading. I'm sorry, but it's kind of like you're put in a position where you have something that works, but you don't really have the energy to pursue it, like long term. And I feel like there's some sense of completion within you, but there's also a resistance to move on, because logically holding on to that thing, that person, that job makes sense. So you almost may feel like you're submitting to something, or you're lacking willpower in a certain direction, when really you're just operating based off logic right now until you can understand this unknown element of what it is that you truly desire. Because right now everything is unknown. Things are hidden, and it's hidden purposefully. Like, one more on that Ten of Pentacles, Star in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're becoming very defensive in a relationship here, or within a business demeanor, or whatever it may be, because it's like you're trying to stay on higher ground. You're trying to not show any weakness, but deep down there is some sense of feeling hopeless or uninspired, or triggered by something as well, and it is causing you to almost push something away, even subconsciously, because you're aware that either your person is not interested or isn't giving you what you want, or you're aware that this business, this job, isn't giving you what you want in the core, okay? So again, it's kind of vague, but again, there's some exploration happening for you, subconscious shit happening for you, trying to work through your own triggers to kind of decipher, like, where is you're going. There is this sense of completion within a relationship or business, but you're not really making the full transition just yet, because you're still thinking with logic. For those of you in a relationship where you were trying to have a baby, I feel like you're still in that relationship, or putting yourself in it because it logically makes sense for whatever reason. Why? Page of Cups, Death card. A lot of you guys feel like you can change your person, or you feel like you'll be able to change a situation. Be careful with that, but it's vague reading. But I like it. It's just, sometimes we have to feel that disappointment and that frustration. I see all those XOs, sorry. It was just like, sometimes we have to feel like disappointment and despair and pain and like regret and shit over and over and over again. And all of that is part of the process. It's not a failure. And our ego likes to look at it like a failure. But without that, we wouldn't be motivated to change, you know, or we wouldn't be motivated to acknowledge certain things. So I feel like you're going through this energy of like despair, like hopelessness or frustration, lacking inspiration, feeling like something is stunting your growth here. But I feel like it's all part of the birthing process. It's like labor. It's like you're going through labor. Things will improve, Sagittarius. Compromise, though. Compromise. Compromise in romance. Tell me about compromise. Page of Cups, King of Wands in reverse. For those of you that, I keep coming back to the child, for those of you that have been pushing for a child, maybe they will want one, but it's not going to be for a while. I wouldn't play around with that shit. I feel like obviously, if someone wants to wait a year or two, that's totally different. But if you want a baby, but maybe compromise, like if you are trying to push for a child, or if you are trying to push for an apology, right? Or push for a certain energy from someone, you may just need to kind of, give me one more than that. Like, I don't feel like you're getting what you want, or someone is not, one more, 5 of Wands. Because I feel like whatever you're looking for an apology for, someone doesn't feel like they need to apologize. Like, there's definitely a difference in views, an ego clash here. And there may be a need to simply accept the differences among the two of you and move on your life. Now, again, don't do it. But it's like some of you are looking for an apology, and this is saying that you may not be getting it because someone thinks they're right. And we have to remember sometimes both things can be true simultaneously. And if we want our opinion to be respected, we have to respect someone else's opinion as well, or we're ridiculous. We're in dreamland. So if you're looking for an apology, whether that's in love, relationships, work, I don't see you getting it because someone doesn't even feel like they're wrong. Okay, there's definitely a difference in views here. And there may be some compromising needed. You could also be mad about someone's lack of investment, or you could be mad about something here. And it's like you may need to compromise, or at least not expect something if you want to move forward with a certain person. I don't know. That's all subjective. If you can wait if you want. That's just what the cards are saying. You could be dealing with, we have Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, Aquarius, Taurus. So there definitely could be a strong difference in values here between you and someone else. You and someone else could also be associated with very different people with that star energy. Okay, it's like 11th house energy, 12th house energy. Like if you want to relate, now if this is relationship involved, you may want to explore a new way of dealing with the relationship if you want it to work out. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. It's meant for you. But if it's not a relationship, you may want to I got no more. That's it. That's it. If it's not a relationship though, you may need to go on your own if there's a new beginning, because you may be frustrated because you're lacking support, or you're lacking the support you want, because we can get support all day long. That doesn't mean it's the one we want. You may need to either go at something on your own, or recognize that sometimes support works against you. What's that TikTok? Not everybody at your workplace is your friend, you know, or whatever that is. That's kind of like what I get, like that 11th house energy. Like there's something here where, you know, you're just better off going on your own, or bringing your expectations down or something. Okay. Hold on, guys. I hate to go again. I gotta pee. Just give me a second. Hold on. All right. All right. Capricorn. You're on Capricorn. I knew this was going to be a long live. Sorry about that. I mean, my lives are usually always pretty long, but I knew this was going to be a little bit longer. But it's New Year's. I'm in such a good energy, though. Are you guys? Get in one if you're not. Oh my God, I just had a piece of chocolate. It was so good. I needed that. I'm going to have some wine later, too. Bring in the New Year's. It's going to be good. It's going to be relaxing. Oh, my Lanta. It's only 10 p.m. here. All right, what do we have for Capricorn? What can Capricorn expect? One more. What can Capricorn expect? 3 shuffles. Okay, overall energy for you, Capricorn. I like this. Page of Pentacles, 10 of Wands in reverse is fresh. Fresh, 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 fresh. You're definitely releasing the burden of something that was very unfair, unjust, unbalanced. You're not even fighting about it. I like it. We didn't even need to talk about it because you're not talking about it. You're not even focused on it. You guys are receiving, there's a lot of good energy coming in for you, or you're in a lot, really good energy here. This is like a lot of strategizing, planning, laying down, like setting new goals, re-strategizing, figuring out what's next for yourself. I really like the Page of Pentacles. It's productive. You know, I feel like if there was a situation that was very frustrating or not fair, again, you're not really giving it too much breathing room. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like you're standing your ground with what you want. You're definitely making forward plans here. I feel like you're consciously aware that you have someone in your life that is very manipulative, or they're a love bomber, or they manipulate you into things and only have you regretting it down the road. It's like you're aware that someone is constantly throwing their bitterness or resentment or grudges at you. You may be starting to recognize that something is becoming imbalanced because someone just doesn't know how to let shit go. And we all fuck up, okay? We all fuck up. If someone doesn't, and sometimes we're aware that sometimes we can't expect someone to forgive us. That's just part of life. Like, you can forgive and move on, but it's like sometimes we don't deserve to be forgiven. And I feel like you're in this space of just wanting to move forward in life. You're definitely letting something go. And if there is someone very emotionally mature, or if there is just someone that is holding a lot of grudges or bitterness towards you, I feel like you've had enough. It's like you're standing your ground to someone. You're making forward plans. A lot of you guys are receiving good news when it comes to your money, when it comes to resources available to you as well, which is kind of opening up the window for you. Who's this King of Cups in reverse? This is someone that you may have been holding on to in fear of maybe feeling limited, or you felt like you had limited options. It could be someone that is also very it could be someone that's just refusing to move forward. This is someone that's refusing to move forward. They're stuck on triggers. They're stuck on something that is causing a lot of hopelessness. They're not really willing to look at their options. The Two of Wands in reverse can be someone that is limiting their own options, you know, allowing fear to get the best of them, constantly being hesitant or not sure of something, not sure of you, not sure of something because of something that's triggering them possibly, or causing some level of hopelessness. Sorry, I just need some of my water, guys. This is water. Everybody tries to act like I'm a big drinker, which I am having wine tonight, but not yet. All right. So yeah, there's someone here that is just stuck. And I feel like you're over it. This is something that you may have just become tired of. You've grown tired of. You've grown tired of someone constantly justifying not taking action because they don't know if they can trust you or whatever. I feel like you're just in a space of where you've grown tired of someone, or you've grown tired of someone's, you know, inability to just step up to the plate and, you know, explore options available to them. Whatever it may be, you're definitely taking charge, making forward plans. Clarify the Three of Wands, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Wands. I feel like you're turning your back on someone that you feel is just very judgmental, potentially. You may feel like they don't have the best of motives with you, especially if it's in the workplace. Okay, you're turning your back on a lot of you guys are more so putting your status it's like you're putting your status and your career right now above all, if I'm going to be honest with you. I like it though. And I feel like you're in a space with that Seven of Wands of knowing you have the right to do this, knowing you have the right to push someone away, knowing you have the right to say, I don't have to wait for you, or I don't have to have you on my business. I don't have to, whatever. It's like you're in a space of defending your corner very rightfully at that. King of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Some of you guys have someone that is jealous of partnerships that you're making in your life for the sake of your business. And I feel like you're definitely standing your ground when it comes to misinformation surrounding partnerships. Or again, if you do have someone that is bitter towards you or petty about some type of support that you're receiving or partnership that you have available to you, I feel like you're standing your ground to move forward because you understand the bigger picture. So some of you guys may just have like someone that's jealous or bitter because of some type of business move that you made. Yeah. Just give me one more on that. Because the High Priestess in reversed. Because I feel like you're receiving some type of cooperation in your business, or you're receiving a collaboration or some type of support when it comes to a business or making something work in your life. And you may be pissed at the fact that, you know, I feel like it almost feels like you have someone that's trying to make you feel guilty about bettering yourself, is kind of what this feels like. What's this Page of Pentacles? Six of Cups. Ten of Swords in reverse. Knight of Cups. Well, Capricorn, let's just put it this way. I feel like you have an offer coming in or something that is inspiring you to reconnect with maybe people from your past, a person from your past. Some of you guys as well, if there was some type of, you know, issue or discrepancy amongst your coworkers or amongst friends even, or, you know, something, if there was some type of issue in regards to someone, because I feel like you're realizing something was not true or something was misinformation. You may feel like someone was, you know, spreading false information about you or something like that. Because I feel like you're realizing first, okay. Because I feel like you're avoiding ending a partnership, or you're avoiding ending some type of friendship, or you're putting your, or it all is resonation. Okay. It's like you're avoiding an ending with a partnership. You're avoiding an ending with a friendship or a sibling, or you're putting your problems behind you in order to cater to a child or children, because you're receiving the support to do so. And some of you, if there was someone that was trying to keep you stuck in a situation because of children, you're receiving some type of financial advancement or support in order to pursue a new path separate from one that may have been, you know, hindering you or keeping you stuck because of, you know, out of fear of unwanted attention or fear of drama. Also, some of you guys are receiving an apology from some type of, it could be a lover as well. Like, so some of you, Capricorn, I'm just going to say it like this. Some of you are saying, fuck this shit. I'm taking my kids and I'm going. I received the support to do so. I have the support to do so. I'm not letting this bullshit get in my way. Okay. For others of you, you're receiving an apology from someone that you're realizing is innocent. Okay. Or you're getting the full story is kind of what this feels like. And it could be from a lover or someone that you deeply admire. And you're realizing that you had someone in your life that was highly manipulative, or they did. Someone definitely had someone in their life that was highly manipulative and was kind of stunting the growth of some type of connection, partnership, or whatever it may be. And I feel like you're standing your ground when it comes to the energy you've been receiving, maybe from colleagues or from a certain partnership that you're realizing was misinformation. You're moving forward and making plans to better yourself, and you know you have the right to do so. And some of you guys, it's just a matter of you receiving the support financially and the resources to be able to put your problems behind you and put your kids first to pursue a new endeavor. And I feel like you're standing your ground to someone that is very manipulative, you know, maybe an alcoholic, or maybe someone that just is very self-serving when it comes to their ideal for you. And I like it. There's a lot of positive energy coming for you. And I feel like some of you guys are seeing someone as, like I said, there's something about realizing someone's innocent. Or again, this could just be a matter of you. I feel like there's two groups of people. For those of you that have children, like I said, it's like you're putting your problems above you to kind of choose your kids and go in that direction. And for others of you, you're receiving an apology from someone that you actually realize never hurt you to begin with, but there was some type of misinformation, but it was coming from someone that was manipulating you, or someone else is being like that to you. So there's a lot of good energy. You're moving forward, definitely working on your social status. You're defensive towards someone who you realize does not have good motives towards you. You're releasing the burden again of someone that is dishonest or unfair, and you really don't want to fight about it. I like it. And you do have the advantage here, Capricorn. Give me an oracle for Capricorn. What signs do we have? We have Libra, Pisces. So the truth is coming out about who your real hidden enemies are. Libra and Pisces energy. Seventh, it's like the truth is coming out with who your hidden enemies are. So there may have been someone that you thought had your back when really you're realizing that there's definitely some type of recovery period here for you, Capricorn. Within the next few weeks, choosing a new direction. Yeah. So I feel like you're recovering, you're healing from something, choosing a new direction, distancing yourself from someone that you thought may have had good intention. Big happy changes. Big happy changes for you, Capricorn. I like it. Okay. Aquarius. What's good, Nina? Lovely scent, Ms. Will. What do we have for Aquarius? What can Aquarius expect? The Chariot just showed its face, 3 shuffles. So that's good. Could be dealing with a Cancer. Some of you may be overcoming some type of conflict you had with you and another individual. Overall energy for you, 6 of Pentacles with the 3 of Wands. 6 of Wands, nice. 8 of Cups in reverse, the Star. You're definitely being valued from someone, being appreciated by someone here. There is some type of equal exchange of energy, equal respect of energy, you know, equal give and take here between you and someone else. And it is allowing you to make forward plans. And things seem to be going really well for you. You're getting a lot of attention, a lot of recognition is on you. It's like you're being appreciated for something here. The Star, 8 of Cups in reversed. Some of you have someone coming back around that may have undervalued you at one point in time. You could be getting some, oh, okay. Okay. Offer. I feel like you're receiving, some of you guys are receiving an apology or an offer from someone, but I feel like you may be rejecting it. Because you feel like this person either feels entitled to you or they're really pushy or demanding, just like bossy, to be quite frank. What's this Page of Cups? Empress in reverse, 5 of Wands. Yeah, you get you're getting an apology from someone, Aquarius, okay? From someone that may have come off very overbearing, jealous, you know, just always up in your grill. I never heard that saying in a long time. It's like there may have been someone that was always up in your grill, or they were just draining. And it may have been triggered from jealousy or a difference in values, a clash of egos, something of that nature. 6 of Pentacles, though, 3 of Wands. See, I feel like I'm going to see what your energy or outlook is toward this situation. But I feel like as of now, you more so just feel obligated to this person or situation. Okay. And on top of that, I feel like you guys are being recognized and valued by so many other people that it's like you snooze, you lose, boo. I feel like someone snoozed on you, didn't they? Someone snoozed on you. And I do feel like you're receiving an apology from someone. It could have to do with maybe there was a difference in values between the two of you, or they just were very needy or draining, or always seemed to want to fight, or they never could just get along with you, you know, if their life depended on it. It kind of feels like you're getting an apology from someone. I feel like you may be pushing this away, at least for the meantime, because you yourself may feel drained at this moment, or you just feel like this person just feels entitled. You know, I heard a saying once from, I don't remember who, it was just a random thing. But he said, it's like you can build a wall. You can build a wall to people, but it's like so many people build a wall like this high. And it makes it so easy for people to jump back and forth. If you're going to build a wall, make sure it's one that they know that it's going to be really fucking hard to get back in if you kick them out. And I feel like you've built a solid wall here towards someone, let's just put it that way. And you're trying to, because you don't want this person to feel like they can just slide right back in like that. And on top of that, I feel like you're kind of in the pursuit of your own dreams, of your own manifestations, of your own plans, receiving a lot of attention and success in the meantime. You're kind of coming to some sense of, there could be some type of transition. I just say that because we have the 6s, right? 6s. Press. There could be some type of like successful transition that you have. We did have the Chariot earlier too, that you have successfully moved toward. And you could be still in that like transitioning period, or again, you're being valued. I got to clarify that 6 of Pentacles. Because Devil in reverse, Magician in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, see, I feel like that Six of Pentacles is more so you just feeling obligated to do the bare minimum in certain connections, but you're still remaining detached because you feel like it steals your energy. And on top of that, you feel like it just pisses you off. Like some of you, you feel like there's certain situations that, there's a certain situation that you more so feel obligated to. I feel like you see the situation very clearly and you're more so, again, remaining detached because there's something else that has your focus. Okay, so I feel like you're trying to remain detached. You're very focused on a current achievement or current plan or plans that you're making. Some of you guys are just kind of like, you know, doing your due, you know, paying your dues where they're deserved at the moment. And it may feel like you're almost faking happiness or settling, or it feels like, or maybe it feels like someone else is doing that to you. Roles can be reversed, take it as a, but it's like, I feel like you're, you know, obligated to a situation. I feel like you're receiving an apology from someone. It could be a mother figure, or this is just someone that came off very, you know, overbearing, jealous, stubborn. You know, maybe someone that has given up on you really quickly, but they want you to put so much effort into the situation. You know what I mean? This may have been someone that has been trying to come off calm, cool, and collected, or like acting like, you know, they're in the right or whatever it may be. And they may be kind of falling at the final hurdle or giving up because there's some jealousy. There could be jealousy actually that is triggering this person to open up. I feel like you're rejecting it though, because you feel like this person feels entitled to you, or you feel like this person's really pushy or bossy. Some of you are just simply not speaking out about some type of truth as well because you're aware that it will cause chaos. And for those of you that may feel defeated in a certain situation, or drained or tired, or whatever it may be, or not necessarily the most enthused, I feel like you're not really speaking out about how it makes you feel because you're aware that it will bring sudden changes to that dynamic, which you may feel like you need to rely on. Clarify the Four of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're rejecting an offer. You're rejecting an apology here because you're focused on some type of plan. You're definitely focused on setting new goals or laying down roots in a certain direction. There could be something here that you're going through as well that you're keeping to yourself, or that you're pondering on or contemplating. Some of you guys as well are recognizing that someone or entertaining a certain energy. It doesn't always have to be a lover. Keep that in mind. Some of you are aware that entertaining a certain energy is just draining you. And it's like you're really considering your mental well-being or your mental health at this point, you know, and you may be recognizing that why bother involve myself with you when it just starts out or ends in a fight every single time, or it's like we can't get along. And I feel like you will give like the due respect, like the bare minimum, or if it's a relationship, it's like you still keep up with the bare minimum, or if it's like a partner, or if it's like a friendship or something, it's like you're still like acquaintances, or it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you're keeping things like surface level, but you're remaining detached because you're aware it drains your energy, and it's like you don't have the patience for it. And I feel like you're planning other things right now. You're very focused on your personal goals, and you seem to be receiving a lot of attention and success. Some of you guys are receiving some type of fame as well, or there's some type of major spotlight, you know, in a good way, that may be on you right now or going to be on you. Because there seems to be a lot of wishes being fulfilled, and it may be helping you tone out all this fake emotion or fake apologies, or at least that's how you're perceiving it. I like it. It's almost like you're too busy, or you're too, the Four of Cups can talk about someone that feels like, it's like they have no interest in seizing new opportunities, because it can often be someone that is focused on the more mundane things. And the reason you're focused on the more mundane things is because you have a grander, bigger plan in mind, literally. And it's like you're not really entertaining things that aren't really on that path. But you are receiving an apology. Give me one more on that Page of Cups. You're not interested. King of Cups. It is from someone that authentically wants to ask for forgiveness. But I don't see you entertaining it. We do have Taurus energy. We have Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, and Gemini. So we have let go. I feel like that's what you're doing anyway. Let go. Not the right time. You already know this. And yes, put in the work. Stay in your lane. Whatever this is that you've been investing a lot of energy and time into, stay in your lane. Put in the work. Keep up the good fight. Keep up the good fight. Queen of Pentacles definitely has something to do with your status, the way you're perceived, who you give your energy to, who you give your loyalty to, who you give your resources to. Also could have to do with health. Some of you guys are putting a lot of energy into your health and well-being, and maybe you're aware that someone just drains you mentally, or every time they get in your life, it just fucks shit up. And it's like pattern recognition. You're not being stupid. You've recognized. So some of you guys have realized, so some of you guys are just putting a lot of energy into your health, money, status, work, kids even, because you're aware that that's your duty. Like you're on your duty right now, and you're aware that whatever this is, you're letting go of. Can we get a little bit more on let go? Let go of the Chariot. Could be a Cancer specifically. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Could be someone that's just not cooperating with you. Really. A bad partnership. Could be a bad partnership, or someone that's just not cooperating with you. Someone that... let go. Queen of Swords. It could just be a bad, you know, just someone that's not really cooperating with you or getting on the same page. Okay. But yeah, it could specifically be a Cancer. And if there has been this like frustration or resistance here between you and this individual, like, damn, like this is frustrating. The Chariot is someone that doesn't leave room for confusion, doesn't leave room for arguments. He just takes off. He overcomes conflict by distancing himself and embracing self-discipline and staying focused on his objective, right? He makes up people's minds for them. Oh, you're confused? That's all right. I'll go make up I'll make your mind up for you. I'm off, you know? And there may be a need here to let go of something that just is not working out and overcome some type of conflict or confusion or frustrating situation just by distancing yourself. Okay. So, all right, Pisces. I like it. But yeah, you got too much going on. Like, it's almost like you got a lot of energy coming in, wanting to value, wanting to appreciate you. Then you got this person that snoozed on you. And even if they have the best of intentions, it's just not in your lane right now. It could be a father figure too. Keep that in mind, this apology. Or a mother figure, like I said. All right. Pisces. You work with your ex. God love ya. Okay. What can Pisces expect? Three shuffles. Five of Swords in reverse just showed its face. One more. It could be done with an Aquarius. Aquarius was rejecting someone. Or you reject. Let's not speak too soon. Overall energy for you, Pisces. Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Wands, Ten of Wands. Okay, King of Wands. All right. Okay, I feel like this is more so boredom for you, Pisces. Some of you guys may be bored or feeling like I'm not gonna lie, this kind of feels like you may be bored of something that you don't really perceive to be valuable anymore. There may be a desire, you know, to kind of let go of something from your past in order to stand your ground on something, but you're aware that it's going to cause a lot of work, okay? I do feel like you're standing your ground as well to someone that you feel is just either really emotionally mature, bitter, maybe you feel like they just refuse to accept your apology too. Or something of that nature. Because I feel like there's just this sense of boredom here with you. Give me one more in that Four of Cups. Nine of Cups in reverse. Hermit in reverse. It's like realizing something isn't really what you want. Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you may feel like if you're involved in a certain situation, you may feel like someone has very selfish motives, or you feel like they're just refusing to cooperate with you, and it's like you're bored. And it's like you may be kind of ignoring this person or pushing this away at this point in your life because it's like you're realizing that this is not my happily ever after. This is not making me happy. It's like you may be starting to, you know, Nine of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're starting to think less negatively. Two of Cups, the Emperor. One more in that Two of Cups. It's almost like something is starting to not stress you out, like, at all. Like, and even though there is some type of partnership here, or, you know, the Two of Cups does not always have to be love. It can be, I mean, lovers. It could be like friends, counterparts, seeing eye to eye, people that we just get and understand, and you know, they're just a very close counterpart for us, regardless of the outcome or circumstance. It's almost like something isn't stressing you out as much as it used to. And I feel like you're in this space of remaining in control despite this feeling of completion. Like, it's almost like something feels like it's just done. But there's still some sense of respect here between you and another individual, okay? Or you're receiving respect or support or love from someone that you highly respect, or is of authority, like an authority figure, or like someone that you just highly respect. But I feel like this is more so you just, you know, kind of bored of a situation, rejecting new opportunities because you feel like you don't really have support in this time in your life, but also not letting something stress you out as much as it once did. You're finding it easier to remain in control and uphold responsibilities and duties despite this sense of something being done. Like, give me a little bit more on that World card, just High Priestess in reverse. I feel like you're having a hard time trusting your intuition about something. I feel like you're remaining in control because something is done here, but you're having a hard time trusting your intuition. You may be kind of lacking a social life at the moment, Pisces, or you're lacking like people to connect with. It's like you may feel like you need to uphold a certain demeanor about you in order to kind of get through the day. But there, again, there is some sense of boredom. Temperance. You're creating something though. You are now Mars. Okay, sorry. I don't know about that one, but you are creating yourself to be free from something. Eight of Swords in reverse, trying to escape. Okay. King of Cups, relieved. Trying to be emotionally strong. I just feel like you're managing your energy right now, Pisces. I'm sorry. It's vague, but I don't see a whole lot coming in. And what is in your face and what is trying to get to you, you don't really want. It's not really, you're already recognizing that is not a wish fulfillment because of the continuous lack of cooperation, the repetitive patterns. You may see a repetitive pattern between you and a coworker or you and a loved one. And I feel like that pattern is discouraging you from making any further improvements. And I feel like you yourself aren't even really that stressed about it anymore because you've developed some sense of respect for this person with or without an ideal outcome, and you're having an easier time remaining in control and letting something come to an end. You are confused as to what the right thing is to do, only because, again, you may be having a hard time. It's like maybe you don't have a lot of people to talk to, or you may, it's like you may feel like you don't have a whole lot of emotional support to even be emotional. Let's just put it that way. Emotional support is God, if you want, or just strangers. It's a lot easier talking to strangers sometimes than people that, you know what I mean? Just because there's no like bias and like weird energy afterwards, you know what I mean? You can just click off or like disconnect or whatever. So I feel like, Pisces, I feel like you may be lacking emotional support or, you know, friends. And I feel like you may be kind of remaining in control because you feel like you have no other choice. But there is this tension here. Some of you guys are, some of you guys are trying to alleviate or eliminate rumors as well. Okay, if you feel like there's rumors just, on a smaller scale in this whole big picture, I feel like you're trying to remain in control to eliminate any chatter. Okay, like say if you are kind of bored of something, of a relationship, of a job, of a partnership, a work contract, whatever it may be, I feel like you're trying to remain in control, even though you know it's done, because you're trying to avoid people talking. You know what I mean? And I feel like there is this energy of not really wanting to go to the extreme with anything. You're more so trying to restore the balance within your own yin and yang. And I feel like you're trying to escape something that is making you feel trapped and stuck and potentially humiliated, like spiritually, because you're aware that you're only there because of facts, or you're aware that you're only entertaining something because of logic. And I feel like you intuitively know that something is just not good for you. You may feel like someone feels quite entitled to you as well, or you may feel like someone, picks at you, like bullies you, or like just picks at you, tries to get under your skin. You may be trying to be emotionally mature about someone that may feel entitled to you, or they're really aggressive or picks at you. It's like you're trying to free yourself from that energy. Like this, I'm not gonna lie, Pisces, this kind of feels like you are tired. Like you're tired. You're aware that a situation is not fulfilling you, but you're not even stressing about it as much as you once were, because it's all a matter of time. You're aware that it's like you're more so paying attention to you and your energy. You're trying to not stress about something or think too much about something because you feel a little bit limited. On top of that, you're aware of negative attention that you're receiving, or you're aware of negative attention you could receive, which is why you're not speaking out about how you authentically feel. And even if there's some authentic respect developed between you and someone else, or love, you're still choosing to not speak out to this person, because whatever this is that you're going through or feeling, you realize has nothing to do with them. Because that's the King of Cups, right? He's very emotionally mature and in tune, and he doesn't really hold his personal emotional bias against someone. He doesn't say, well, this is how I feel, so it's on you. No, you're in a space of, this is how I feel, it's on me. Now it's waiting for the right time to make things right. Do you see? I feel like that's the space you're coming from. This is how I feel, it's on me. And I feel like you are intentionally maybe a little bit, push back with the people in your life right now, but it's because you're kind of feeling stuck a little bit, or limited, kind of fighting for your corner. But I like how you're approaching the situation. You're aware. Like, this is the type of energy where nobody could probably say anything to you negatively, because you're already aware of it. You've already filtered everything about your situation, or even if it's on a small spectrum, it's like you've already filtered everything. You're aware. And it's like you're remaining in control. You're waiting for the right time. You're being patient for the right time to free yourself from something, or to just get out of something, or like I said, it's more of a personal matter. This feels. One more than 4 of Cups. The Moon. Yeah, I feel like whatever this change is that you need to make to get to a more fulfilling space, it's challenging your fears, which again is kind of like you got to this place of realizing there's no point in stressing about it or getting mad at people about it, because it's on you. Like, there's something here that's on you. One more on that 10 of Cups in reverse, the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're withdrawing yourself from loved ones, or kind of isolating yourself from loved ones. You're more so focused on, avoiding any hard times in your life right now. It's like you're focused on avoiding getting in debt, or avoiding a bad financial situation. I don't really feel like you're in the mood to talk, because this is one of those situations, Pisces, where you're not really in the mood to talk because you already know what the problem is. It's just a matter of figuring out the right way to deal with it. And I feel like you're so focused on, taking care of yourself and avoiding any hard times yourself. It's like you're withdrawing from loved ones because it's painful to be around them, because you may feel like you can't, even like partners, even like you may feel like you can't be honest with your partner because there's no sense, because whatever this is that you're feeling, or this sense of like boredom or whatever it may be, you're aware that it's on you. And there may be some sense of frustration, Pisces, because you may feel like you need a moment, like you need a month, you need 2 months. Like, you may feel like you need some time, and you may feel like you may feel like a person is kind of focusing on the negatives of you, like you're selfish, or you refuse to like address an issue, or you refuse to tell me what's wrong. When really, I feel like you don't really know, you just know how you feel. And there's something here that you need to address your fears, or your dream space, in order to kind of figure out. And it's almost like you don't even know what's wrong. That's the best way I can explain it. It's like you don't even know what's wrong. You just know this isn't what you want, or this isn't how you wanted it to be. Sorry about that. I feel like you're trying to figure it out. You don't know what is right now. It's like things may feel like it's not. It's like King of Pentacles. Some of you guys are just overwhelmed with responsibilities right now as well, where things are a little bit like smoky, like it's hard to understand where your focus needs to be. And honestly, if you're that overwhelmed where you're having a hard time understanding, then yeah, sometimes our focus doesn't really need to be on other things. But I mean, it's all subjective. No, that's not right. One more on that Moon. 5 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're just battle fatigued. You know, I feel like you're compromising and sacrificing a lot right now because you're battle fatigued, and that's really it. And you're also not really entertaining anything. I feel like a lot of people are getting a similar energy, you know. Unless you're dealing with a Scorpio. I feel like Scorpio was really like, or was it Scorpio? Scorpio was like jumping down someone's throat, I feel. I feel like you're just figuring it out, Pisces. I don't see, give me a couple cards for external energies, because the Strength card could be a Leo, the Wheel of Fortune, Lovers in reverse, the Five of Cups. So whatever external energy you're dealing with, Pisces, it could be a Leo, it could also be a Gemini. There's someone here that may be honestly trying to hold compassion for you, Pisces. Now, I'm saying this from this energy's perspective. There could be someone that's authentically trying to hold compassion to you, but there is a lot of decisiveness toward, from this person's conviction, there's a lot of decisiveness toward some type of poor choice that was made in the past. There is someone that's hung up on a poor choice that was made on the past. They may still be holding grudges towards you, if I'm going to be honest with you. This person may have a hard time trusting you. And I feel like this person authentically wants to bring change into this connection. However, they also feel the need to stand strong when it comes to a certain view on something. A little bit more on what that thing is. Four of Pentacles in reverse. This person may feel like there was some type of reckless move, maybe overspending. Maybe you were overspending, or there's some type of reckless gambling, like gambles. Like, did you take a gamble? This person feels like you took a gamble on something, Pisces. And it's like this person, whoever this person is, are they coming in? This person really authentically wants to make improvements with you. No, I don't see them coming in right now. They're too emotional or bitter. Or if you are around this person a lot, they're very closed off emotionally because they're waiting to see improvements. This is someone that's waiting on you, or they're waiting to see improvements in Three of Wands. This person wants the truth, possibly. This is someone that is waiting on the truth, or they're waiting on something to be more fair, or they're waiting on the truth, honesty. It could be reversed. Keep that in mind. This person could be waiting to make things right with you, but they may feel like you're the one pushing them away. Okay? But there's definitely this energy of this person being decisive that there was a poor choice made. There could be a lot of regret, or they feel like you should have a lot of regret, whatever your situation is. But there seems to be... This person is waiting on things to be more equal or fair, or they're waiting on some type of truth. What was that wanted to show its face? Peaceful resolution. So there could be a peaceful resolution available to you. We do have Libra energy as well. Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Aries, Pisces. We have no. No. Wow. What's this no? The Magician. A Star in reversed. Don't get lost into this energy, Pisces, where you're manifesting hopelessness. Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Wands in reverse. Don't manifest hopelessness, Pisces, especially in a period of boredom. Try to or be smart about what is stunting your growth. Like if this person, or if there's something here that's stunting your growth, be smart about that. You know, even if there is a lot of effort coming from them, or if there is someone here trying to work on their reputation, be smart about what stunts your growth or what triggers you in a way that is not productive. Okay. Because, yeah, there may... What more of this? No. Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there's something new or something more fulfilling for you. And if you keep trying to force something to work, there's something here you're trying to force to work, Pisces, and it's not working in your favor. It's just stunting your growth and causing a lot of hopelessness and causing you... I'm so sorry. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that. It's causing you to be depleted of energy and motivation. And sometimes we can confuse effort with obligation and responsibility. Okay? And just because someone's putting effort into a relationship, no matter the type of relationship, that doesn't mean you owe them anything. If people want to put effort into it, it better be unconditional. Okay, I'm not now. That's the whole thing. But just because someone is trying to invest into you, or vice versa, if it's you, there could be something more fulfilling. And if you're trying to put effort into someone that is not receiving the same effort, they don't have to. And we need to mentally note that. And there's something there's new love available to you if you just, close the door to whatever this is. Or if it's not new love, it's just a new opportunity that would be more abundant for you. And, but yeah, or even this person, if this person is like putting in work and trying to make you confused and act like, you should respect them as a coworker or lover or whatever because they're investing into you, that makes no sense. That's stupid. That's like sorcery type shit. That's like works, not faith. That's weak shit kind of thing. Let's see. Give me an oracle. So yeah, Pisces, I just feel like you're in a little bit of a funk. But it's like you may need to acknowledge the truth. I feel like you have. It's just more so waiting for the right time to figure out what to do or where you're going. Or there is a lot being hidden from you right now. And for those of you Pisces that are like, man, why won't the universe like give me a break? There's a lot hidden from you right now because you are needed on the front line. Like, you are needed. There's some type of responsibility, whether you're a parent, a worker. It's like it's like things are being hidden because you need to step up to the plate, either in work, responsibilities, just the day-to-day things, paying the bills, being a mom, like whatever. There's something here, or even in your work, maybe your work needs more of your attention. There's something here to do with your responsibilities or even health. Or just being responsible about something that needs your attention. More on that. 6 of Wands. Like some of you guys are trying to hide out. Like some of you guys, Pisces, I'm going to call you out, Pisces. Some of you guys are like literally like chilling on the couch, like binging every day, hiding out. Some of you guys, your work, or you need to step up to the plate here in something. Stop hiding out. You know what I mean? Stop trying to like numb something. Like you need to be seen. Like you need to be in the spotlight right now, or it's like you need to get back on the horse kind of thing. Reconsider. Success. 2 of Wands, 3 of Swords in reverse. There is some type of new opportunity, Pisces, in work or some type of partnership coming your way that could be quite a success, but you are going to have to heal a situation or let go of something here to explore your options. There's the opportunity to fulfill your dreams, but you're going to have to allow yourself to see your options available to you. Okay, some of you may need to heal a situation or let go of some type of betrayal. Choose a new direction, potentially, or put yourself in a position that is going to be uncomfortable. It is going to require compromise, but it will also allow a lot of vulnerability for you, and it will... Those are two different things. Some of you, for those of you needing to make things work in a certain partnership or relationship of some sort, there's going to need to be vulnerability from you, because the person you're dealing with is very confused as to where you stand with them emotionally. For those of you where this is work, there's a lot of success on the horizon, but it is going to put you out of your comfort zone. And, you know, the grass that's going to feel as good is the grass that has not yet been discovered. And it's going to feel different, but it's going to feel good. So it is going to put you out of your comfort zone, and you may be required to kind of, you know, let something go that is causing you pain and misery. There's something here that's causing you just brutal energy, and it's confusing you, and you're having a hard time. There may have been avoidance to make some form of a decision. It's crazy how people are really quick to hold on to something that causes them pain and loneliness, but they freak out when it comes to like new opportunities. And I feel like the new is so scary. Like the olds, we've already experienced all the pain. We've already experienced all the disappointment. We've already become numb to it. When we open up new experiences or new love or new work, we're opening up all those new experiences again. New pain, new disappointments, all that shit. And it's scary as shit. You know, and I feel like a lot of us low-key like to be numb, as much as we don't like to say that. We like to be numb to those shitty situations, shitty partnerships, shitty whatever, you know. But it's not where the goal's at. Anyhow, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to drink some wine, though. I'm not going to let this cold hold me back, because it's New Year's, and we only get this once a year, and we're going to have a good time. I may be on here later. I don't know. Probably not. I probably won't be. I probably won't miss one. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but I am going to have some wine. But Happy New Year, bitches. Don't get offended by that. I call myself a bitch all the time. No options is the issue. Show me something worth investing in besides myself. Nobody's going to show you shit, Kyle. You have to invest in yourself. I can't wait to start. Reality is causing pain and misery. Universe withholding. Nobody's going to show you anything. You have to invest in yourself. That Seven of Cups energy is all within the realm of your imagination, which can be planted in the feminine. Seven of Cups is options available to you, but you keep focusing on the ones that are bad. Why? With the snakes and all that stuff. Like, especially when it comes to work and stuff. You know, when it comes to love, options, you know, I feel like it's getting to your place where you're not as concerned with it. You know what I mean? Getting to a place where it would be nice, but you know where you're at kind of thing. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. You know, I just know certain things. I just know certain things. But yeah, when it comes to anything, work or love, it's like, you have to create, you have to, like, it sucks, but you do. It's not just going to pop up. It's not. You know, there's a clip, in fact. There's a clip, if you guys ever seen that clip, it was at like a basketball game, and they were playing like the Bon Jovi song, Living on a Prayer. And anyways, the camera was going across the whole crowd, right? And the whole crowd was just sitting there, bobbing their head to Living on a Prayer. And then there's this one guy, and he gets up and he dances, and he's like, yeah. And he's like dancing, he goes down the aisle. And the whole 2 minutes or whatever was left of the song, the camera just stays on this kid. The whole time. That's like the universe. If you're just going to sit there and be like, I feel it, yeah, good vibes. Then you gotta stand up and like make a fool of yourself sometimes. You need to really emphasize who the fuck you are. And that's where the universe is like, bam. Now, that's a really, you know, easy example, maybe. But it's like, you really have to stand up, like, energetically. And like, really, those seeds you get, you really need to work with it. Like, work with it. And I'm not saying those seeds come easy at all. I'm not saying every seed that comes along is meant to be worked with, right? But sometimes you get seeds and it's like you feel it and it's like you got to go with it, and sometimes you just got to go with it until you gain enough confidence in it, because confidence is developed with repetition, right? So sometimes we freak out because we just don't have enough practice, you know. And sometimes we freak out because we don't have the knowledge. I don't know. I like to jump in and then figure that stuff out. But that's all you got to do is just jump in. I guess to start thinking more positive. You don't even have to be positive. Don't believe that myth, okay? Now, people aren't going to agree with me, but don't believe the myth that you have to be positive all the time. You just have to do. You don't have to be positive necessarily. You just have to know yourself enough to know your responsibilities. You know what I mean? That's all. But you don't have to be positive. To think you have to be positive all the time to see rewards is basically saying, universe, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to be so good and you're going to give me something. No, the universe likes a fighter. Like, the universe likes someone that will, like, make a fool out of themselves sometimes too. You know what I mean? And those seeds aren't, people getting too much in the ego and they think those seeds that come along are them specific. You know, that's like Michael Jackson used to always say, when certain songs came to his mind, he'd have to get it, because if he didn't write that song, or if he didn't take that seed, he said the universe was going to give it to the next best, which was Prince. So if you don't take an idea, the universe is going to give it to the next best. So to think you're specific or you're special, you best follow through with that shit. Because we all have our own specialties, don't get me wrong. We all have our own qualities that separate us. But there's a lot of people in this world, you know. So it's like really working with what you get. You know what I mean? Now that's just, you know, talk, but yeah, sometimes it can be hard to like figure out like what that is, and it's a lot of trial and error. You know what I mean? That's like me. I started doing nails, but I don't know if I like it. Like, I like it, but I'm kind of bored. You know what I mean? And I know myself, and I know when I feel like on a wave or not, right? It's kind of boring, and it feels like if I were to do it, it would feel like just like I don't get the point for myself. I don't know. We haven't got that far yet, but I'm gonna try it. But it doesn't feel right. But you gotta go by like, and we're all motivated by different things too. But I'm gonna go to here. I'm gonna go crack open my wine. I might be on here later to chit chatter up. If you're a lone wolf, end up doing things yourself and stick with it. Be yourself. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's like, you can't compare yourself to people that have, you know, a bunch of support and cheerleaders and people like high-fiving them energetically. Like, you know, you can't compare yourself to people at all. You know what I mean? You really have to develop a relationship with God, and that ebb and flow. Like, even if you don't want to call it God, call it source, call it wave, like whatever. It's like a wave that's constantly always there. And it's like, you can feel it, you can connect with it, you can make love to it, and it's always there. And it's like, if you can build a relationship with that wave, it's like you will never be alone, and that's the goal too. So it's like you're bypassing a shit ton of trials and a shit ton of experiences that may not even be necessary, because you're already on the wave of God that's going to pull you to the people and the opportunities that you need. Because sometimes being a lone wolf or having nobody is actually a blessing. I'm not saying it's the only blessing, but it can be a blessing, because there's a lot of distractions eliminated and there's a lot of biases eliminated. But I'm not saying it's easy. You know what I mean? It's usually no one's choice, right? Prince was gifted. Yeah. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go have some wine and party it up and get my music going. All by myself too. Probably, oh, come on. Okay. Bye. Bye.